Oh yeah.
India.
Yeah.
So a swift message from the Indian government, eh?
She just messaged me saying I don't deserve
Hello, my
this,
good
but can
friend.
we have a chat? I've been so conflict this last month. I'm like, what the fuck?
Who the fuck is India?
Go, I was shagging, mate.
Oh, I think I'm in the country, bro.
What do I do?
What do you do?
So what you do, Dan, right, is you tell her. Alright,
you.
Kent, what you saying? G, what you saying, my guy, my guy? And then you
That's what I
fucking...
said.
Yeah, just tell her her grand's fucking dead.
Tell her Grand's got stage 4 terminal cancer. That's what Keegs would sound like he'd do.
Oh, stage 4 terminal 64 diabetes or some shit, I don't fucking know. Some shit along that line.
Wait, what? Please set up the UDB version to Project Cars 1 in Project Cars 2 option system. What? Wait, what? I don't get this, Matt. How the fuck do I get this thing to work?
I'm done!
Don't know. Couldn't tell you. Not used it on the PC.
I give up with this game, man. I give up with this game.
I'm on my phone. I couldn't get it on the
right,
PC.
So I'll tell you after the I'll tell you after we've streamed tonight. It's very easy.
Well, I need it now.
Alright, do you want it now?
Get on this diabetes, and she looks like Billy Monger.
Right.
No. Like, just, like, it's saying here.
Yeah, so when you load the game up,
yeah.
Go to System, config the game's interaction with external apps.
Right, yeah.
And then do it on your phone.
Yeah, but it says I need to put it to Project Cars 1, not 2.
Oh, I don't know. Unless you've selected Project Cars 1. The one I've got tells me to select which game I'm on.
Right.
So say I select Project Cars 2. Keegan's a fat bastard.
Between the versions, it's in the wish you wish to extend, blah. Application.
But your granite looks like Timo Werner, man. Piss off.
Oh no, shit! I've got the wet.
If you've got a second brain set, Project Cars 2. Yes. Right.
I'm feeling it.
Whoever's watching my personal stream, we're going to be live on SimPlay Motorsport soon. So go over and check them out.
Oh man, every gun I've seen needs fucking AR modes, man. What is bullshit?
Nearly time, you sausage. Keegan, you're such a dafty, aren't you?
I give up this game, man. Like, fuck this, man. I'm just leaving, bro. Ah! I'm scared, man. I don't know what the fuck's going on. See that? Let me pick up that. No, didn't pick up that. Oh my days.
Do you know what? I wish I could make something to hold it on my wheel.
You can buy some stuff.
What?
Yeah, I'm sure Kieran bought something. Seriously, whoever's watching my personal stream, head over to SimPlay Motorsport. This will be live there with more fancy bits on the screen.
Yeah, but they want to listen to us. They want to listen to me. They know I'm the fucking vibe. Oh, what the fuck is shooting me? Man, I swear I saw a shot by a minigun, bro. What the fuck was that? Fuck all damage though, mate. What the fuck? Send me turret, man.
It's not working. I don't get it.
Yeah, lovely. Setting. Mate, I'm killing Abdi right now, but they've all got fucking teammates going there.
I'll sort it out later.
Where's the bit of that ammo, man? Fuck me. Fucking run up there. Kill this cunt. I reckon I could. You just drop shot me, mate. Now that's how you tell when somebody's granddad has just straight no legs, mate. He's got no legs. He fucking whacks about on his wee stubs that day, the wee fucking dafty.
Apologies if that one person watching my personal streams has got no legs.
Fuck that guy, man. His granddad has no legs.
But if you're still here watching that personal stream, why aren't you
Fuck,
watching
guys, what
SimPlay
that?
Motorsport? Ah, they've gone. They've gone.
Much damage, bro.
Right, Dan, do you want to set up a normal party, just me and you for commentary?
Yeah.
So we don't have this sausage shouting all the time.
Bye, Keeks.
Love you.
Love you.
I'm at a party.
Have a party in your own party.
Go
I'm
live.
having a party, man.
Best luck, Brent. You should beat them Renaults at least. You should beat the Renault. Because it is slow. Kelly, Nicky, Joe, Smokey. So I've done up Smokey. Right. Yeah, best of luck, bud. Got it up to a Smoky Devil. Up bar, Welshie, Argent. Was. Yeah, I can imagine. Huh? I don't get that. That makes no sense. This is... Yeah, possibly. What?
Gary says...
Just, babe, just let me invite these people and then I'll... Keep an eye on Dean's account again. Alright, as far as I'm aware, that's everybody. I'm just going to pop to the toilet before we start. Just 2 seconds. Just 2 seconds. Right, back in 2, to go to the toilet.
If we say 2 bits of in each, will be about 40 rations. Yeah. There's 6 of us going. 2 days, that's... What?
back, bro.
Yeah, bro!
Yeah, bro. Yeah.
That's really spun me out.
Yeah, that is a strange one. That is a strange.
It's been a whole month, and it's just like, right? Well, not even a month. It's been more than that. I reckon. I get it. I don't. Why would she want to give a shit? You know?
Yeah, no, that's yeah, it's a weird one. That. It's a head scratcher. Oh, damn strong swimmers.
Hang on, I'm gonna switch controller a minute.
Copy. Put a few hashtags on there tonight. Feel good about myself.
Get a few big bottles of water.
What for?
Do you know what the water's going to taste like?
You boil it.
Sure.
Well, she said it's nothing bad, so.
Depends how you're going to take. It depends on what it is, though, innit? How you take it, innit? Really. But it's nothing romantic. Like the way she said it makes it seem like she wants to try again, but then goes, "Oh, it's nothing romantic." Like.
I don't know. I just put, I'm worried now. ... And she goes, it's nothing bad. I was like, hmm.
Yeah. Cider. Yeah, just pass me the switch, babe. I might need the charger for it as well. And then just plug my charger wire in as well. Unplug telly.
Right, I'm gonna go loo a minute.
Yeah, no worries. Because my phone's on the line, actually. Yeah, 7. Switch to SimPlay. Cheers, baby.
How do you spell cider?
C-I-D-E-R.
E-R.
Yeah. Time is it? 7 minutes. See you later, Olivia. Babe, just shut this living room door so the heat stays in a bit.
Which one? living room?
Yeah, please. Oi! Shut up! Right, so who is not... Oh, the tables have all gone fucking doolally for promo. What's Kieran done here? Right, just double check that everybody's had an invite. Go through. Stuff's lost nothing yet, is he? So he's just stuff's left. Is it? 2 minutes to 8. Just tell me when it hits 8 o'clock, so I'm just doing something to the scores of funny.
Me?
Yeah, just tell me when it's 8 o'clock so I can hit the start button. So I don't know what's happened, but something's fucked up with these scores. All the names are wrong. Well, that's definitely healthy. I don't do make look at the table, see what's actually motorsport better Lamborghini. Top Angry Racing Driver, that's brilliant. This one's just better than Motorsport 17 points, Smoky Devil, that one's fine, that one there. So just a little Smoky Devil there.
8 o'clock, mate.
I've got some interesting things to say during tonight's stream. Just some little facts.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so basically we didn't do the drop score or double points. What the points would actually be.
Ah.
You'll enjoy it.
Will I? What? Pro Am?
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to SimPlay Motorsport. Here for your Wednesday night action of Pro-Am. What a night we have in store for you. This is going to be an absolutely cracking night of racing. The midway point of the season has arrived, and we are in the sunny states of Florida for the Daytona night race, our annual visit to Daytona. They love having us, we love being here, and I'm Matthew Duffin tonight, joined in the commentary box this year at Daytona with my partner in crime on a Wednesday night. It seems to be unorthodox. Dan, how the devil are you?
I'm doing very well, thank you, Matthew. And yourself?
Very good, thank you. Very good. Very excited this week. Of course, the countdown to Donington Park this weekend is on. I cannot wait. But we are here tonight to see some fantastic action with only 11 drivers. Hopefully a few more. Two's just joined. Hopefully get a few more get out there in a little bit as well, Dan. But Daytona, Florida. Sunny Florida, as many would say. But not tonight. Very cloudy and rain on the radar.
Yeah, classic SimPlay circuit this is. Seems to be Art Monaco this is. And yeah, rain lingering around Daytona road course. And hopefully, or, well, considering what happened last season, we should see this car of Rabbit Joe and Argent and Amaze Gamer, who has left the session. All these guys should be benefit because this Mercedes is just a powerhouse around this circuit.
It really is. It is. As we found out, though, Dan, in testing, the Aston Martin is actually a better car choice around here. It's actually a quicker car. But the Mercedes tonight should dominate. Two men you've got to feel sorry for. Nicky and Nicky and Kelly, you've got to feel sorry for tonight. What can this SLS do as well? As Dean struggling currently on the bus stop scheme. What can this Renault do? That is the big question tonight. Going to struggle by the sounds of it, but hey, we'll keep our eyes out there tonight. So just to go through a few things. Don't know, mate, will not be able to qualify for the first race of the evening, as he has picked up a qualifying ban for the first race due to the brake check on Maze Gamer last week. So he will not take part in Q1. He is here just to practice at the moment and then take part from the back of the grid. But that is not always the worst thing to do, Dan.
No, definitely not. And here at Daytona as well, you can really benefit from the first lap incidences here, especially turn one being very tight. And after the long banking as well, he could pick up places after the instances that happen in turn one. So it could be interesting to see how Don't Know Mate gets on with that penalty. But You'll find out later on, and as we also learned in practice, the toe around here is mighty powerful. So it might be a benefit starting a little bit further back and gaining the toe in the later part of the race.
Yeah, it might be. We'll have to keep our eyes out on that one then. What can this man Smithy do? He had a great week last week at Red Bull Ring, if you remember rightly, as that is Mace Gamer who's got himself in. Cracking week at the Red Bull Ring for this man. What a job he did. What can he do in the Porsche tonight? Dan, before we get to the championship standings, I've just got a few interesting things to mention tonight. Now, obviously here at SimPlay Motorsport, we do the drop score, we do the double points, as Stealth Sloth gets himself in now as well. If we didn't do the drop score or the double points, Mace Gamer would lead the title championship fight by 1 point from Kieran Argent, and Nicky and Kelly would be sat third and fourth at the minute, respectively themselves. DJ Phil would be sixth. And a few others out. People like Alfie would be down in 11th place, which when I read the tables out in a moment, well, it's kind of shocking to see that, you know, Alfie's double points have really boosted him up the table. The interesting one for me is, Dan, Team Prolapse and Forever Forward Racing, without drop score or double points, would be tied for the lead in the Constructors' Championship. That's the interesting one.
That is very interesting. That run that they had at Donington Park for the Team Prolapse really boosted their chance. But they're going to have to bite the bullet here this evening, you know, with Rabbit Joe and Argent in the Mercedes and these two in the Renault. They really do have to bite the bullet. It's going to be a tough night to try and score points. But if they're able to do it, they've got to pick up the pieces where people drop and make mistakes. So they've got to be there when those opportunities come. Yeah,
they really have. I will go through the actual standings now then, and it looks a bit like this. Mace Gamer then, after double points last week, leads the way, 196 points, but Argent still has got to use his double points at the moment. He sits in second place ahead of Rabbit Joe, who's P3 on 135. Nicky is then fourth on 129, with KLF in P5 on 115. He's well out in front of Alfie, who's not yet in the session. Can he get in this session for the first race? Welshie then comes up in P7 with Don't Know Mate inside the top 10, a couple of points back in P8. Smoky Devil is in P9 with DJ Phil Green, his teammate, P10. Stealth Sloth is 11th after missing last week, with Smithy in 12th ahead of Ukbar by a point, Dean Wasocki by 2 points, and Holty brings up the rear in P15. The Constructors' title is Forever Forward Racing, 32 points ahead of Team Prolapse. T-Pro Lassie of Mace Gamer on his own, 80 points off the championship lead on 196, but hey, he's on his own. What a stellar job he's doing to still be in third place. And then it comes DJ Motorsport, then MC Motorsport, AA3D Printing, Iron Brew Racing, Team Cool Runnings, and the Flying Dutchman bringing up the rear, Dan.
Definitely so, and that's an interesting little fact about the Forever Forward and the Team Prolapse standings.
I thought you'd like that one.
I definitely did, and basically what I'm saying is Team Prolapse, get your butt into gear. But they are going to have circuits that are going to suit them better. Already they're 3.5 seconds off the pace. As we've established earlier on in the week, we found out that the Aston Martin is actually quicker than anything else around here, but luckily there is no Aston Martin here. What lunatic could decide to run that car next season, who knows, but you see Smithy clobbering the wall already. And another thing we've had to discuss, Matthew, just before the start of this event is track limits.
Yes, track limits have been one of the key talking points as well. She's not going to complete that lap then, and Nicky's well past where we need to be. So is Kelly. We could really do with picking somebody. Here we go. Stay with Maze up. Maze forwards. Dean's just clouted the wall at turn 1, and Maze gets a good twitch on the rear. So while we just say evening to PN Motorsport, Rabbit Joe, Unorthodox, Smithy, Disco, Egg Smart, Fury's Grandad, and Peaceful Stepdad Jamie Brazier as well. This is the first part of track limits. You can run in this runoff area and touch the yellow curb. That is acceptable because it's two wheels on the curb, not the white line, let's not forget. The other one you can also run is at the bus stop chicane, which we'll wait till Maze Gamer gets round here. Smithy in the chat says the Merc is rapid. Argent for the win, he says. I think Team No Laps will do well tonight. They have that Renault tweaked, says Smithy in the chat. The Team No Laps, Team Pro Laps rivalry, it's brilliant, isn't it? As here comes Mason onto the oval. Dan, the main talking point was the bus stop as well, wasn't it, in the week? And I think we've done the rule pretty well.
Yeah, well, I like to say that I did a little bit of time trial practice before the weekend, and with the time trial, the game is quite strict on track limits, so you can take advantage in some places and others. And every single bit of track limits that we've gone through, as we go through Maze here now.
Yeah, so as Maze comes through the bus stop and gets it horribly wrong, the yellow curbings, you are allowed to use the yellow curb as Ukbar's past it. There is someone just on the oval.
Nice. No one I can find.
Dean, there we go, DJ Phil. So if we stay on board DJ Phil here and we watch where he's going to take you, the yellow runoff is the curbing. So you can take all that yellow curb. If you want two wheels on the grass, that is fine because the yellow curb is the track limits, not the white line. So you can put two wheels on the grass as long as two wheels stay on that yellow curb. You will be fine to get around. Here then, I would run the Aston Martin, says PN Gaming Motorsport. As with Jamie Brazier, he says, well, best of luck to you guys on a normal circuit, but on this track, it's ridiculous. On a normal circuit, Nicky, that's too much. We said the curb, mate. That's the grass. That is all the grass, and none of the curb. So, that was a bit too much track limits. But, the track limits down pretty much well established, and I think a lot of the drivers understanding. As Disco says, good luck with that. So a few people saying that they would drive it. I think Kelly there's just done it exactly how we wanted it to be done.
Yeah, and you can really push the limits here. And the other talking point, the lovely thing about Daytona is that there's so much to talk about, so many benefits, so many varies of things. And one thing that the Team Prolapse boys could possibly do to help them out is tow. And you can see here, Kelly's getting a lovely tow off the back of Smithy. And the only way I see these cars challenging the Mercedes is with a tow. KLF doesn't improve, but you have to get it right. You have to nail it.
I don't think the Renault with a tow would challenge the Mercedes.
Possibly not, no. But Smithy's Porsche probably could. Well,
possibly,
Lamborghini possibly
definitely,
could.
yeah. The Audi, I think, is one that could challenge as well.
Yeah, very much so.
If anybody, by the way, thinks that Dan sounds weird tonight, he has an ulcer on his tongue. So it's not that he's changed his voice and the way he sounds. He's got an ulcer on his tongue. So please bear with Unorthodox tonight if he does struggle to get the words out as he carries on the evening. But you're right though, Dan. The Lamborghini, the Audi, the Porsche, very capable of keeping with their mercs. The one I'm interested in seeing, Dan, is the SLS versus AMG battle. This is the first real track this season which is so power dominant by these Mercedes cars. All the SLS boys quicker than the AMGs, or the AMGs quicker than the SLS. This is an interesting one for me this season. Tonight, should I say?
The thing is, the SLS is a lot more sleek.
Yeah.
There's a lot more. There's not as much body. It's a little bit smaller. So it should aerodynamically be faster in a straight line, but it does have got terrible grip. It's not very good in the middle sector. Well, the AMG has a little bit more downforce to help it out. So, if damn you do, damn if you don't. We established that the Aston Martin had no downforce on the front, barely anything on the rear. That's why it was so fast in the banking. On the other hand, it was very bad in Sector 1.
Yeah,
the only way that I can stick to the back of these Mercedes is nailing Sector 1 in the Porsche. Yeah. And that's me absolutely ragging it, and that's just to match them.
On the edge. And we'll get to see that one tomorrow night of how Dan can do compared to Peaceful, Mazda, Monkey Boy. And Fury as well to stay with them guys as we say even into the Evil Scotsman and BT Targa. Big up the Pro Lassie crew, he says. When's the next GT Sport event then, dude? Probably at the end of the season. We'll do a little fun event off season again as Alfie has got himself in tonight and it's currently Argent from Aberdeen. The one car we've not mentioned as well, the Ginetta. The poor old Ginetta. Yeah. This is going to be with the Renault, isn't it, we expect?
But the thing is, with the Ginetta, Andy has proven us several times that it can be fast on power circuits. Just remember Spa. He put it on pole position at Spa, but it's all about nailing that one sector and getting a tow. If Ukbar can nail Sector 1 and he's within a second of a car in front of him and he times it to perfection, the pace is there, but it's doing it.
Yeah, no, I completely agree. For a bit of reference for these guys out there, Season 3, Race 1, Fury took the qualifying record with a 1:45.4. Will we see that broken tonight? We've already seen it broken by 3 drivers in practice at the moment. Will we see it done in qualifying tonight then? In the race, it was a 1:45.896. And again, will we see that race pace be beaten tonight? That is going to be an interesting one for me, Dan. Each season, these drivers seeming to be getting quicker and quicker with their setups. Are they going to start to break these records? Do we feel that somebody could break Fury's record tonight?
I think Fury's record is going to be a little bit harder to reach, especially in the race. But nonetheless, if you're in a Mercedes and the record is sitting there, you might as well go for it, you know?
Yeah.
It's the likes of Smokey Devil and DJ Phil had nothing to lose to try and gain that record. But it doesn't matter what car, what situation you're in, especially at Daytona. We commentated it last season, Matt. Anything can happen. We said the Mercedes was going to dominate. Kelly went and took the race win and a pole position in the Porsche 911.
And Gary backed that up,
night, the next night, Gary took the fastest lap and the race win, and also got
the lap record,
in the Porsche again. So whatever we think is going to happen, it probably ain't going to happen.
And you remember back to season 3 as well, that great battle that Kelly and Argent had last year, where Argent was hounding Kelly for lap after lap after lap, but Kelly put his Porsche in the right place to take that race win. His first race win as well. And again, Kelly had the same thought as us, that Merc was just going to be dominant around it. You do not know what's going to happen tonight. Incidents could play a big part of it. We'll have to wait and see as the evening rolls on. Then, as here comes Rabbit Joe. Alfie then makes his 2 races tonight. That'll put him on to 47. He's closing in on that 50 mark. Also, a bit of news from last week. Maze Gamer received a 30-second penalty for pitting before the pit window. That dropped him to 4th, giving Kieran Argent the win, and his 2nd race win of the season, is 5th in total, now matching him with BT Targa and Maze Gamer on 5 wins apiece. Can them two get it to win number 7 to join Sooty Mazda and Monkey Boy on 7 wins apiece here as they hunt that one down? In terms of pole positions, the closest Pro-Am driver is Argent, and he is on 6 pole positions. He has the chance of maybe getting 7, if not 8 tonight, and we'll see what he can do from there. But it's all about going into qualifying in 5 minutes time. Dean Wasocki currently sat P4, and we've seen Dean a bit quicker than this in the practice in the week, so he'll be looking to improve on a bit more pace that he's got in the locker.
Yeah, definitely so. But then again, practice means nothing. Prizes aren't given in practice. You need to do it on the night and on the day. And also another thing we've learned very much here at Project Cars is no matter if you test on a Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, whenever you test, it's always going to be different each night. It's never, ever the same. One minute, your car could be hooked. The next night, out or on the night, it could be completely different.
No 2 sessions are the same. I second that, because that is so true, as Dean then loses it there at the corner. And the cloud rolled in a little bit here. It is thicker cloud here tonight than what it was in the testing in the week. And there is a lot of rain starting to come around here, and the rain just starting to get up a little bit more, a little bit worse here at Daytona then. So that could just play I mean, there's drizzle on the radar as it is, but it looks like it's thickening up. So could, as we get in further into the night, the rain come and stay a little bit longer. We'll have to keep our eyes out tomorrow night. I mean, there's thunderstorms around all the time, but at the minute it clears up for tomorrow night's racing, whereas there is just a bit of rain around at the moment. We'll keep our eyes on that one though as we go into the evening then.
I'm just trying to find a driver who's coming into the sector. Here we go. Argent will do beautifully. Sorry, just going to do a lap of Daytona road courses. Argent misses his braking by a mile. That doesn't help my situation. Let's find someone else as he's kind of messed that up. Dean Wasocki. We haven't done a run with Dean Wasocki this season, so let's go into turn 1 with Dean. We completely flat out 175 mile an hour if you're in the Aston and brake into turn 1. It's kind of a double apex corner. Make sure you get the braking done. Make sure the car doesn't get too squirrely and get a nice exit out of there, as Dean has done. Through the chicane, which is really nothing, but Dean's making it look a lot worse than it actually is.
Yeah.
And he returns to the pit.
Welshie, pick up where you left off.
Right, through the chicane and then down into turn 2, into the hairpin, braking here. And again, you can take this 2 different ways. You can go in tight and out wide, or you can go wide and in tight. Well, she opted in to go tight and then wide and running all that run off there, which she's allowed to do. And then into the quick left-hander kink. You can hit that curb, but it will make the car unsettled. Well, she got it under control. Into this right-hander, very, very tricky right-hander, bit weird corner. As well, she goes tight and then out wide. Double apex in the corner and then getting himself a decent run out the final corner just before the banking, braking here. And this is where most people tend to make their mistakes. There's a weird, awkward bump on the inside of the curb. If you hit that, the car becomes light and too much traction and will spin round. Then you got the relaxing, easy bit. Remember, 24 hours of Daytona we done here, and this was about the most rest you got throughout the whole night. But we come around the banking, down the long straight, and then into a kind of Imola-esque / Spa bus stop chicane. I tend to brake just here at the green markers on the right-hand side, hit that curb, make the car settle while she's struggling. He's got it together, back on the power. Make sure you had a great run through the bus stop. He's 1.2 up at the minute, and he's looking to take a good lap time here, a little bit high on the banking. You want to stay low. You never want to go on that flat bit, though. It will wear your tyres. You won't get any speed. If you've got a lovely toe, this will improve your lap time. But Welshie exiting the final corner in the Lamborghini and towards the line, what is this lap time going to be? It's definitely going to be an improvement, but where's it going to put him? It puts him in 7th place position.
Yeah, 7th place. The two Renaults doing well currently in 5th and 6th at the moment. The Maze game are well down the order, and Alfie hasn't got a lap time set either at the moment. And as we head into the final minute of practice, you see Dean Wasocki just behind the Renault of Nicky there then, looking to improve on his 4th place at the moment. Evil Scotsman, what's the next venue for next week? Oscherslaubenay. And we was there in the GTEs for the first round of the GTEs. We're going back there again. The GT3 calendar decided that, you know, we like to piece of that in the GTEs. We're going to go back there for the GT3. So our first visit's that in the GT3s, as well as a few other tracks later in the season that's making their debuts on the GT3 calendar.
Do you know who's looking forward to that one?
You?
No, Kelly.
Ah, right. Yeah. Well, hey, anything's going to be better than tonight for Kelly, isn't it? Let's be fair.
Yeah, definitely. So we go from a power circuit straight to a chassis circuit, so it should be interesting.
And that's what I like about the calendar, Dan, is you've got this, which is very Merc dominant, and then you go to next week where the Ginetta and the Renault could be the best car. Could be by miles.
Yeah. It could possibly be a good car. Obviously, Oscherslauben is very flat circuit, very technical as well, very well suited to open wheelers, single seaters, stuff like that. It's a very dominant circuit in that case, but for GT3s it's a little bit more difficult for them. So it should be interesting to see how the likes of Dean, Argent, Rabbit Joe, Welsh, Maze and that lot adapt to this tight, twisty circuit. Yeah. A circuit that often never gets used or seen around. And it's, like you said, the first time we're going to be using it in the SimPlay Motorsport. I'm thoroughly excited to be running it, and I think it's going to produce some great racing. But until then, we are focusing here at Daytona. And do you know one other famous moment that sticks in my mind here at Daytona, Matt?
Mazda doing the 24 hours in the 24-hour event the whole night? The whole stint?
What else happened that night?
You catching a few Z's, falling asleep, soaring on the stream was a personal favourite of mine that night. I tell you what, you have to look at Mazda as one of the favourites tomorrow night. He knows this circuit like the back of his hand. He did it for the full 24-hour, and he's in the Merc, so you kind of have to look at him as favourite. Dean gave Nicky a flash there. Well, Dean, I think I mean,
he's not really sticking to him.
He's not really sticking to him, but you never know what happens. You never know if Nicky had a better bus stop chicane than Dean. We'll just see this lap through from Nicky. Any improvement from him as Baze has gone P5. Nicky doesn't improve, stays 8th. Dean didn't improve either. I think Kelly was just behind. He didn't improve on his time. Well, she went P7th ahead of Nicky. We missed that one then, as well as Alfie, the only man to not saddle up. And we head into qualifying now, Dan. Mercedes, SLS, Mercedes, Renault, Lamborghini, Renault, Ginetta, Lamborghini, Porsche, Audi, Mercedes. So 2 Mercedes we work to do, 5 Mercedes at the front of the grid.
Yep, as we predicted. But again, Matt, like I said, what we predicted last season didn't happen. So we will keep an eye on how things will go.
There is 17 laps, which is about half an hour around here. There is a 10-minute qualifying session. And then we do it all again in about 40 minutes' time. Anything can happen. Long way to go now as Smokey Devil disconnects. Hopefully he can get himself back in before the start of the race. Anything can happen from now until the end of this first race. There is so long to go.
There's going to be games as well. There's going to be people wanting a tow. There's going to be... Do you know this? This could remind me of Monza. You know, some of these cars...
a bit of a Formula 1 sort of... Where everybody starts bunching up. Yeah, no, I agree.
But already doing it there, he's already wanting the slipstream of another car, which I believe is Stealth Sloth. Yeah. He wants his tow, but Stealth Sloth's not really disappearing into the distance. He wants his tow. So already, these games are starting to play in. Maze is also looking for a tow. Dean obviously not caring, he's going for it. So games are starting to come in already for qualifying. And really, if you're any of the Lamborghinis, Porsches, Ginettas, Renaults, Audis, you need a tow. And the Mercedes will not care. They will just go on their own. And I believe one car is out on his own already.
I think that's Rabbit Joe.
Possibly, if I can find Rabbit Joe. No, it's not. Who is that? Is that Argent? No, not Argent. Who's gone on their own? It's Alfie.
Yeah, Alfie then. Wanting that early start and wanting to get gone then. As Don't Know Mate and DJ Fella still in the pits. Smokey Devil, hopefully we can get him back in. Long qualifying, 10-minute qualifying, short qualifying we said about getting out there. Now, we're moved into the night time. Although we're in Florida, the hard tyres do seem to warm up and do seem to work, but aren't the optional tyre because the softs still work at the same time. I think that's because of the temperatures of what Florida is. We are moving into soft tyre territory now for the remainder of this season, especially as we come back to Europe next week. That'll definitely be a soft tyre race then, as Alfie is going to get us underway with his first lap here. And he's nice and steady through turn one. Loose back on some of those Mercs, says Disco in the chat. Just a little bit of a loose end on the rear of some of them. Mace game has gone back to... Is Mace struggling tonight, P5 in practice? Well, he's in the pits again. It's took him a while to get to P5.
I've already had a look in the Discord, and he says defo wrong choice of tyres. So I think he was running the hards. I think he was giving the hards a go. So possibly running wrong tyres. He might get up to pace now. Now he's possibly on the soft. But Alfie is our man to set the pace. He will be the first man. And I think, like we did at Red Bull Ring, it's going to be a little bit like first on track, best lap times, you know?
Yeah.
The cooler conditions, even though we are in Florida, it is going to get colder throughout the night. But with also the potential rain possibly lurking around, it's always important to get those lap times in, get a banker in and see where it is. And that's probably what Alfie's doing. He's not really hustling the car. He's not really pushing it to its limit.
It looks good without being great, doesn't it?
Yeah, it looks like a safe run here from Alfie. A safe run. Just get a lap time on the board and then see where you are and try and push a little bit harder. So, Emo guy in the comments saying, I've done a few laps around here on the PC.
Alfie, horrible wiggle through the bus stop chicane. Sorry to cut you off there, Dan, and that's ruined that qualifying lap as Smokey Devil gets back in. 21 people watching. Get them likes on the stream. Currently we have 9 likes. Guys, girls, hit that thumbs up button, subscribe if you are new. We are weather watching. Dan, back to you.
Yeah, so I'm just saying, Alfie is on a lap. He obviously ruined that one, but this is the man we need to keep an eye on. The first Mercedes to come across the line will be Rabbit Joe. He will be reaching 178 miles an hour towards the end of the straight.
Wow!
He does a 40.
What a banker! What a banker lap from Joe. That I don't think will be beaten. That will take some beating as he goes up bar with a 49.4. That is just an outlap. Here comes Argent Rabbit Joe, Dan, laying down the marker and saying, come on then, boys, catch me now, because that is a stellar lap.
That was a brilliant lap from him. No tow either. He was all on his own. Argent can't get near it. Neither can Dean. So these guys aren't able to match that pace. Maze stuck in traffic. So this is the problem Maze is going to have. He's going to be involved in traffic, and these guys are going to be too busy tripping over one another. Dean is just losing the rear there. He's now going to lose the tow off of him. He's got 2 Lamborghinis in front of him that are going to be quick through this sector. But is he going to be in touch for the back straight? Yeah. Kelly coming towards the line now. What does he do? He does go 5th.
He goes 5th. He gave Nicky the tow and went quicker than Nicky. So, interesting tactics there. Stovsloth split the two Renaults as Smithy then goes in tonight. DJ Phil's only just got out there for qualified. Smokey Devil's back in the session. Don't forget, Don't Know Mate cannot qualify for this one, which is why he's not going out there. Stovsloth, look, you notice there, Dan, just before you came on to Rabbit Joe, Stovsloth dropped under the banking to let Maze gamer through, I think, which I think compromised Maze's run here.
Yeah, possibly. Maze is flashing his lights. He's not happy, I think.
Yeah, he's in front.
I know.
Yeah, not sure.
No, he's in front. Whoever was behind him was flashing his lights, but that was Argent who was behind him. So, Welshie giving Smithy the tow there by the looks of things. Stovsloth. So he gives him the tow and lets him through. Okay. Argent's going to get a lovely tow off these guys.
Yeah, and Argent's gone purple sector 1, but he's only gone green in sector 2. So this looks like an improved lap, but you'd imagine he's got to go purple unless he's going to pull out something stellar here with no slipstream. You don't imagine he's going to beat Rabbit Joe's time, but he could get close to it.
he could possibly get close, but I think the Lamborghinis might have hurt him a little bit through the bus stop, but here he comes. Mays goes second. What can Argent do? He now goes back into second place.
Yeah.
While Welshie and
Stealth Sloth, they're tripping up each other here.
They're not really doing the toe very well. The other two who are doing the toe is Nicky and Kelly, but Nicky's not quite within that window to get the toe.
Yeah, you wouldn't say he's in that window to get the toe, but it might be working for these Renaults at this moment in time. Dean is 4th. Welshie's up to 5th at the minute. Alfie's only 7th. He's back in the pit lane. Smoky Devil all on a lap, as is DJ Phil. And here comes Nicky. Any improvement on his P9? Kelly stays 6th. Nicky improves and goes 8th at the minute. But is that because Stelsloff's tripping up with his teammate so far for him to not improve so far out there? Dean not on a better lap this time around after his spin. But he needs to nail this one, because can he get close to that time of Maze Gamer? Look who Maze Gamer could be giving a toe to. I think he's backed out of it, actually. Yeah, he has. He's backed out of that one. Maze looks like he's struggling tonight, Dan.
Yeah, he looks like he's struggling a lot, but another man who's struggling is Ugbar. He has no one around him, no one to benefit the toe. And Emo Guy and Andy were saying that they were running a Ginetta around here, and they said it was absolutely horrible around here. So, they ran it last season, and it was just not great for them at all. So, Ugbar is on a faster lap, but it will just get him ahead of Stealth Sloth. So these guys are hurting big time. And Smoky Devil's still yet to put in a decent lap time as well, and DJ Phil, who are both in Mercedes. Time is running out for these boys, so they need to get on with it.
We said, Dan, that the better times may come at the start of the session. Smoky Devil obviously losing that connection, having to rejoin, has lost a lot of time as Ukbar goes ahead of Stealth Sloth now into P9. Argent did go purple through Sector 1, but his middle sector wasn't much to brag about. He does improve, and he's gone within 300ths of his teammate. Wow, that's a good lap. Here comes Welchie. He's improved. Stays P5 at the moment. Dean on a pretty similar lap to what he's done before. As looking at Nicky and Kelly, both on personal best laps here. So we'll see Kelly then Nicky cross the line. They look a bit closer this time, where Nicky might just pick up a bit of toe as well. She comes back to the pits with a minute 38 left. Everybody in the pits now will not get a lap in. Here comes Kelly.
Will he improve on Welshie?
And he proves to P5.
Does.
Nicky goes P7. So Alfie and Welshie will lose out massively there. And at the minute, the Renault's not looking too bad. Smithy improves by a second and a half to go P11.
Here comes Smokey. Let's see what this Mercedes can do in the hands of Smoky Devil. Can he improve on his 13th position? He does. He goes into 5th.
Good lap.
That's it. All Mercedes front 5 at the minute. As Rabbit Joe goes quicker.
Holy smokes, he has gone quicker, and he's gone a lot quicker. 0.3 of a second faster, to be honest with you. And that will not be beat. Joe can sit in the pits, a happy man. Kelly, Nicky, Alfie, Smithy, don't know mate, all in the pits then, and they will not get any more time in. It's Ukbar who might scrape another lap in and is up on his time here.
He might just, but he needs to make sure he gets a great run through the final corner, which he's already done. So he's 6/10 up at the minute. So this could be an improvement. This could get him up into 9th place position. Alfie out of the running at the minute. I don't think he's going to be able to do anything about this. So Ukbar might be able to out-qualify one Mercedes here this evening, but Ukbar towards the line, he will get one more lap in, and he does.
9th place for Ukbar as well, so he's currently out-qualified 2 Mercedes, because DJ Phil is down in 13th place as well. Next man's cross the line, Maze Gamer, so important. He will get one for more flying lap. Doesn't improve that time. Who's just behind Maze? It's not Argent. I think it's Dean. No, it's not Dean. Someone's just crossed the line. It's Stealth Sloth, so he will as well get one lap. Argent then is on his last timed lap. What can Argent do?
What can Argent do? What can it?
No, he's done.
Oh,
no, he's done.
The pit.
Yeah, no, he's done. Argent done then. So Maze Gamer coming around now. Here comes Dean then.
That's going to be another vital thing here just before Dean comes towards the line. That pit entry is going to be interesting. How many people are going to get 10-second penalties this evening? We will see. And tomorrow night. But Dean towards the line. The SLS. Can he get near the AMG Mercedes? Here he comes towards the line.
No, doesn't improve. Here comes Smoky Devil and DJ Phil. Smoky Devil doesn't improve, and Phil will stay P13. So DJ Phil, second to last in that Mercedes-Benz. That is a pretty shocking qualifying for that Mercedes-Benz, you have to say. A Stealth Sloth, is he still on a lap? No, it's only Welchie. No, Stealth Sloth is on a lap, isn't he? Welchie comes across the line. Any improvement from him? No, he gets out qualified by the Renault by a 10th. So who's on a lap? Is it just Maze, or is it Maze and Stealth?
Maze and Stealth.
No,
Both
Stealth's
cross the line
pitted.
in time.
Stealth's pitted, so he's done.
Oh, Stealth. So it's just Mays we're waiting for. Can Mays take the challenge to a Rabbit Joe? He's staying within track limits. He's done the bus stop beautifully there, but he's 8/10 down. I don't think Mays is going to do this at all.
No, I don't think he is here. I think Pole is going to go the way of Rabbit Joe. And what a stellar lap from Rabbit Joe here. What a stellar lap from Kelly as well for P6. That is a good one. I'm kind of nervous now because I've got a bet on with Kelly about something to do with Donington this weekend. And Mays has backed out of it then. So he will start on the second round. Now, don't forget, this is a rolling start round here. Dean getting a 4th place. Not a bad qualifying from Dean Wasaki there. Mays, though, is going to start P3. And Rabbit Joe and Argent, it's a forever forward 1-2. And it's Rabbit Joe ahead of his teammate then.
Yeah, as we said, it is definitely a Mercedes circuit here, as the forever forward boys have proven it. And it's Sector 1 that Rabbit Joe has just hooked up. So all that time was made in Sector 1, so brilliant stuff from Rabbit Joe. 43.7. That's pro pace, that is.
Yeah, and like you say, Dan, the first sector is all the infield. It's all the corners. So what Joe's done there is hooked up the infield a lot better than his teammates, and that is the 3 temps that he leads by. Look at the middle sector. He's actually slower than Argent. The final sector is not much in it, but it's Joe from Argent, from Mays, Dean, Smoky Devil, 5 Mercedes at the front of the pack. Then it's KLF out qualifying the Lamborghini, the best of the rest, if you will, tonight, as he is pretty much, he's only 7 tenths off the back of Smoky Devil. Not far. Welshie 7th ahead of Nicky in 8th. Football Knife, good qualifying for him. Alfie down in 10th, disappointment for him, as Stelsoft's 11th. Smithy's in 12th ahead of DJ Phil, and Don't Know Mate could not qualify. DJ Phil well off the pace there.
Yeah, it looks like he just could not get a lap hooked up whatsoever. So yeah, we'll see what the order is, but by the end of lap 1. But it's going to be interesting how they all get away. We do my usual thing. There we go. So on pole position here this evening is Rabbit Joe. Alongside his teammate is Kieran Argent, the forever forward front row. Mace Gamer only managing to get 3rd place with Dean Wasaki lining the next next to him. Smoky Devil in 5th place with KLF in that 6th place position. 7th going towards Welshie, and Nicky just behind his teammate in 8th. Ukbar in 9th place position with Alfie in 10th. Stealth Sloth in the 11th place position with Smithy in 12th. DJ Phil in 13th position, and Don't Know Mate obviously not able to qualify, starts at the back of the grid. So let's see how this goes into first race, and it's going to be important for the guys at the back to make sure that they get the toe, they stick with the leaders, because if they lose them, that will be it. They will not see them for the rest of the night. These Mercedes are very powerful here, and a rolling start.
Yeah, a rolling start, which will be crucial, and let's hope it doesn't glitch like last night, Dan. We had a bit of a strange glitch, didn't we, where the right-hand side of the field was all gone, and the left-hand side of the field was very slow to get away. As we say, into Peaceful Explosion in the chat, one of our admins and stewards here for the Pro-Am, so he'll be watching to keep an eye on all these drivers to make sure that they're all behaving in accordance to the rules and regulations of the circuit. Busy, busy night of cars. Busy, busy lineup on the grid. Merc, Renault. Is that the way it's going to finish tonight?
Prediction, Matt?
I think a Mercedes will win this one.
That's like if you go to the bookies, that's a 1-1 bet on that.
I think Argent is going to win this. Dan, yourself?
Smoky Devil.
Oh, good shout. Do you know who I'd like to win? Dean. Love to see him win.
Yeah, but we're about to get underway here.
Yeah, we are. We are going to go green. We're on the Oval of Daytona. We are green. We are away. There's already chaos in the background. Alfie and Ukbar are wide. And that's also caught Smithy and DJ Phil out. Don't Know Mate didn't qualify. He's gained 4 places off the start line. And Argent leads into turn 1. Joe's around. He's had the pole pace. And by turn 1, Don't Know Mate, 6 places. Thank you very much. See you in a minute. 7 places as Nicky's made a mistake. But in a minute, it's Argent, Mays, Smoky Devil, Welchie got a flying start and he's up to 4th. Dean down into 5th place. Kelly has stayed 6th so far, but Smoky Devil I think's just lost the rear. He's around as well, and by turn 2, Don't Know Mate's gone 7 places up the grid. Argent's on the grass slightly, and here comes Mays into the hairpin. Cannot get it done around the outside, and Welshie's gone deep. Does that allow Dean through? Yes, it does. Thank you very much, says Dean in KLF, who's already up to P4. Guys, do not let Kelly get a podium. Here goes Mays as they come onto the banking. Mays head up the inside of Argent. Is that this one done? It looks to be the case at the minute. They're not going to have the slipstream. The pace of the AMGs is going to be crucial. They touch nearly very close. Can Argent tuck back into the slipstream of Mays Gamer? I think he might be the best off doing, and he does now, but the bus stop chicane, not really an overtaking place, an opening lap of mayhem, and Argent's going to have a look and tucks back in and thinks better of it from back there. He's lost it. He's round, and Mays Gamer leads, and Dean's in second, and I may be sprinting round the campsite naked because Kelly's on the podium.
Oh my god, who would have thought after lap 1 a Renault would be on the podium? Dean Wasocki in second as well. Dean, if you're listening to the stream, mate, you've got to be consistent. Stop going for fast lap times and keep it on track.
Liam,
this is your best opportunity yet.
Liam, if you're listening to the stream, tell Dean to keep it consistent and keep it on the track. I didn't think Mays would have a chance in this one, but Argent and Joe and Smokey Devil have let him have a chance.
Alfie's up to 5th place. Don't know, mate. Obviously now dropped to the back. I'm not sure what's happened further back.
Yeah, I think he must have had an incident.
We have 4 different manufacturers at the front. Well, I say manufacturers, different cars. Mays in the AMG leading the race with the SLS in second. Kelly in the Renault is right on the back of Dean and hustling him. With the Lamborghini of Welshie not too far behind either. While Stealth Sloth is in the pits. And I'm not sure why. Maybe he's had major damage or something. But Mays leads this race. But Dean is under more pressure. Alfie is under pressure from Nicky. Argent is now trying to regain himself. And Rabbit, Joe and Smokey, the guys who are at the front, have dropped to the back. And I hear a car drop in the rear. I'm not who that was.
Not sure. Yeah, not sure on that one. But Kelly, let's just go on board Kelly here. This is an interesting one for me. Kelly really on the back of D. Now, all right, just had the infield section. The Renault will be better than the AMG at the SLS. But look at the SLS in a straight line. He is pulling. He has gone.
Yep, he's gone. That's it. All that time that Kelly made in Sector 1 has disappeared. As Kelly now comes to the bus stop, will he be able to keep it clean? Will he be able to keep it on track? Dean really cautious through the bus stop, I would say.
Yeah, very.
So he's very cautious. Kelly just within track limits there. As you can see him fighting so he can get to the curb. But Dean, this is your best opportunity yet, and you could still gain some big points.
He really could score some big points, and Dean needs some big points this season. He's not had the best start to his campaign. Don't know, mate, looking to get past Smithy. And this a battle of Audi versus Porsche, who could be further up the grid. They may have Stoveslav done, and well, don't know, mate. Had 7 places on that opening lap as we go back to Alfie and Nicky. I tell you what we've got here. We've got an AA 3D printing versus a Team Prolapse for 2nd and 3rd, and for 5th and 6th here. What an interesting fight these are going to be.
Yeah, I'm not sure what's happened to Kelly. He's dropped right off the back of Dean a minute, so maybe he's lifted thinking that he did break track limits, so possibly that's what he's thinking. Or Dean just had the edge on the final sector, which that car should have. Yeah, it's all kind of calmed down a little bit. Alfie leads in front of Nicky, but look at Argent. He's already caught onto the back of these guys. He's the fastest man out on track at the minute at 45.7. He is flying and is trying to regain those places back.
But the thing is, though, Dan, is like you say, he's lost all them places. Phil into the pits, not sure what that one is for as Smithy stays out. Oh, and Dean's dropped it! And his teammate Ailfleet's lost it as well! And that's put KLF and Welshie 2nd and 3rd, and Dean had this one in his hands. And it was his fate that was going to keep him on this podium, and it's not. Ukbar defending from Alfie. Alfie sees Joe up the inside and has to make a rearrangement. And Joe looking to get 2 cars here. And this is going to get juicy on the oval. Alfie versus Ukbar. Alfie dipping down low, and this is close and scary, sketchy stuff as Joe's hanging around the outside.
The Giannetta's just getting mugged by both Mercedes. Right round the outside goes Joe, takes the high banking, and that is it. He is through already. Look at him, he's gone by the time he gets to the bus stop.
Yeah, job done for Rabbit Joe. P6 in the bag. Argent's got himself past Nicky. But you have to say, both the SLS drivers, what happened to them two there? Because they both just lost it.
Yeah, we cut back to Dean, and he's facing the wrong way around. So Dean had the opportunity to score major points. Mays isn't really lapping very quickly. A 49.1. Kelly matching him. So Welshie going faster than both of them. Yeah. And Argent quicker again, a 46.3. Nicky going faster than the leaders.
What I will say is, has Mays made a mistake? But has Alfie's made another mistake, and his teammate Dean just squeezes through there. Alfie parking up and going again, not sure what that one's about, but it did Did Kelly get a good lap because of the slipstream of Dean Wysocki the lap before Dean lost it? That is one to keep an eye out for, is the slipstream in terms of this fastest lap. Welshie, though, definitely making inroads on Kelly, but then he's got Argent, then he's got Nicky, then he's got Rabbit Joe, all coming with them. As Upbar will now have to deal with Dean Wysocki as they come on the info. Dean will be kicking himself after that one, Dan, though.
Oh, yeah, definitely so. And we saw last season that the Mercedes are going to have a tough time clearing cars in the midfield section. Yeah. We saw Kelly and Argent going wheel for wheel in the first time they went to battle here at Daytona, and Argent just could not find a way past. But he was in the Porsche, and the Porsche could match the Mercedes in the banking at times with a tow. So, and Argent tends to like to run a higher downforce than most Mercedes drivers, so he tends to like more grip than straight line speed. So he could possibly make this a lot easier for himself this time round. But
he could as well.
Mercedes boys have got to keep it on track. This is the problem. They've got to stay on track.
Yeah, Argent's lost a race win because he's not kept it on the track. It's as simple as that. He is 10 seconds behind Mays, and when you're in the same machinery, you ain't going to gain that time back dead easy. This is the one that, look at this. Look, Rabbit Joe behind Nicky. Look at how easy, with a slipstream, Joey's pulling in on Nicky, and Nicky goes defensive. But what is the point? Because Joe has just breezed past him. Look at further forward, though. Look at Lamborghini, Mercedes, Renault. Welshie and Argent are right with Kelly now.
Kelly's struggling. He's doing 49 flats, while the rest of them are doing 49 flat, while the rest of them are doing 47s and 45s. Welshie's looking very good for a podium here. He just needs to clear Kelly as quickly as he possibly can.
It's funny to see that Renault's pace now that Dean's gone in front of Kelly, that the fact that the Renault's not really got anything now, has it? That Kelly did, cracking lap, matching the leaders. The minute it's out that slipstream, which is so reliant on, it can't do anything. Through this infield, it'll be strong, it'll be good, it'll be decent. But what more has it got to give? He's got a Lamborghini and a Mercedes on his back, and Argent's going to be one to watch. Then there's Rabbit Joe hunting Kelly down as well.
Kelly's gone a little bit deep there.
I find there's different lines through that corner, Dan. I think that it's an interesting one, and that there is different lines. Yeah, Argent's got a bad run. He's had a bad run, and here comes the Lamborghini. And I think the minute they get onto the straight, Welshie will go to the left. Although he's looking on the outside of the oval, I'm expecting him to cut underneath and go left. There we go. Like a book, that one. I kind of read that. Not a very good book at that either. And back forward, there you go then, as the stream has gone off. Not sure why.
Oh, okay. Well, in that case, Welshie has managed to get past KLF by now, and is now into the banking, and Kelly's getting absolutely mugged by Argent. Absolutely mugged. Right round the outside, there's nothing Kelly can do.
We've literally just joined back as we see Argent mugging Kelly off. And look at the speed of the Meg! That is incredible! A double toe for the Mercedes-Benz, and he's done two in the space of a bus stop chicane and a bit of a start straight. Welshie will have a look back. Will he go for the Scottish shove? Don't think so, because he's too far wide, although Argent didn't look like he's got the best entry in, and Welshie will have a look. Shame, but going to have to retire. Technical issues, says Alfie. That is Alfie's second or third retirement of the season. Guys, 20 people watching, 13 likes. Hit that thumbs up button already to get this video to 20 likes.
Look who's joined the party now.
That is Alfie's second retirement of the season, just say. And yep, Rabbit Joe on the back of KLF, and you feel that KLF will be down an extra place in just a moment when he gets on the back of him here. Hopefully we can get Alfie back in for the next race.
Welshie's gone deep. Welshie's gone deep. That's allowed Kelly through. And Rabbit Joe's going to be right onto the back of him. But he's caught him at the wrong time. He wants to catch him in the banking. That's when the Mercedes will benefit from it. But Welshie trying everything to stick to the back of that Renault.
Oh, Nicky's gone deep as well in the background. Sorry, Dan.
That corner is very difficult to get right. And Welshie trying everything to stick to the back of that Renault, but he doesn't need to. He's got the grunt, and he's going to the outside this time. But watch Rabbit Joe come.
He's going to the outside. Renault has been passed by the Lamborghini. Rabbit Joe's got a lift. He's got to brake early as well, because he knows. I could see Rabbit Joe's going to do what his teammate did. No, he's not, because he's made a mistake through the bus stop. You need to get a good run onto the oval here. Should still catch the Renault, but Welshie back onto the podium. Dean starting to gain on Nicky in the background then, as look at Kelly trying to keep the Lamborghini. It's a bit easier than that Mercedes, isn't it, Kelly? But it's not as easy as you'd want it to be.
Yeah, and Argent is gone. He's disappeared. He's no longer a part
Oh,
of the
here
fight.
comes Kelly then. He's got to run. Joe's looking underneath, 3 wide. Joe's on the understrip. He's had to get out of that one. And Kelly's toe is giving him the chance to get back into Welshie. Export saying, is that any reference to disco? No, Welshie's Scottish as well, and he shoved Mazda out the way a couple of seasons ago at Indianapolis. That's where the Scottish shove came from. As Disco then, as Joe then, side by side with Welshie, and the action continues, and Joe can't get it done. Welshie and Joe just having a tap, and Joe losing the front end, manages to keep hold of it though for now, and a flash of the lights from Rabbit Joe. Clearly not happy with that from Welshie.
No, probably not, but he knows he's got the power, he's got the grunt, he's just got to take his time. What this is basically affecting Rabbit Joe right now, he knows that Argent and Mate are disappearing in the distance, and these two cars, with them trying to hold on to the podium for as long as they possibly can, they're holding up Joe. He's lost massive amount of time to these guys.
Yeah.
Oh, Kelly's gone a little bit deep there. Cool. But Welshie and Kelly working together to get the toe from one another is keeping Rabbit Joe behind, and when Rabbit Joe catches them, he has nowhere to go. Let's
just drop back a second behind this pack because Nicky's under threat from Dean Wasocki in the background, and watch this SLS on that. We don't know where to look at the minute. Both Renaults under pressure. Welshie's looking one way. Joe goes the other. Kelly defends from Joe, and Joe has to wiggle out of it and backs out of it as Welshie's looking around the outside of the bus stop. And Kelly, he's lost it! Oh, Kelly was having to fight like St. George himself as Dean gets past Nicky at the bus stop, but the fight is over and Kelly has lost. He's lost out to the Scottish Welshie. He's lost out to Rabbit Joe. Ukbar sliding into the wall through the bus stop. And these Renaults, Joe on the high side, nearly in the wall. There is action all over tonight, Dan. You don't know where to look.
I'm trying my absolute best here, guys, to try and make sure I get every single angle. But now Rabbit Joe is onto a podium position. Welshie into 4th place. So Welshie managing to hang on to the back of him. Dean now back up into 5th place position.
Just to say, the pit window is now open. It's lap 7. The pit window is open. So Kelly is the first person to pit. Now, there is rain on the way. Have the drivers thought about that one?
Oh, is there actually rain forecast for this race, Matthew?
Look at your monitor. There is a few spots. That's why I've just said it.
Oh, okay. So here we go. What are the drivers going to do? What has Kelly decided to do? Is he able to change to wets? He's just going to burn them out, though, if he does. Yeah, I can see on the screen now.
Yeah.
I can see on the screen now there is rain starting to appear.
Yeah.
There it is. You can hear it.
Yeah.
Rain is coming.
Smithy into the pits as well. So has Smithy gone in to get himself a pair of wet tyres? What has Kelly done then? As the rain has came here at Daytona, it was forecast and it has came. How long for is the question. When do people start to pit? Don't know, mate. He's coming in as well at the end of lap 7. So him and Smithy are into the pits. How long is rain here for? Is it here for the rest of the race? Who knows? Strategy will be key. Stovesoft, DJ Phil have already pitted. Did Kelly react in time? May's game is not going in. I think that's sensible. It's too dry at the moment to put the wet tyre on.
Yeah, but it could suddenly just come, the rain can come out of nowhere. And then next thing you know, you're in trouble. Especially these Mercedes, they're not the best in the wet conditions anyway. So the likes of Nicky and Kelly, Ukbar and the others who are better suited for the wet, for the car, will be beneficial from this, but it's now getting heavier.
Dean's had a problem as well. She's in the pits and picks up a time penalty. Dean has had a problem somewhere. He's dropped back down to 8th behind Nicky and Ukbar. So he's had a problem. Smokey Devil has got himself ahead of Nicky into P4.
Ukbar's
DJ Phil in the pits again, and here comes Ukbar at the end of lap 8 to pit himself.
What does Dean do? Dean's coming in.
Yeah, sensible choice. Got to get it slowed down. It's crucial to slow the car down. Dean's coming in too hot. He's coming in too hot. Oh, he saved it. How did Dean get that one stopped? Getting more, he says, PN Motorsport in the chat. She's lost out to Smithy there, although that is that's Stovsloff, sorry, apologies, Stovsloff. And Smithy is May's game and now comes round to lap them. And a flash of the lights from Mace to Smithy up front. It's still raining here. Phil into the pits down in P12.
There's spray. Yeah. There's spray on the back of Smithy's car. This is
It's getting heavier.
territory.
It's getting heavier. Mays, Smithy lifts off to allow Mays through. Good choice from Smithy that. Well done to him then. People in the pits. Let's hope they pull the wets on. Mays has gone. He's round at the bus stop to Kane. Still Smithy. Still Sloth slithering through. The people haven't got wets on. Here comes Argent. Can he get it stopped in time? Have his hopes and dreams of seeing Mays spin? No, he's gone. Look at Joe. Here comes Joe. He's gone. Oh, don't know. Mays made a mistake. He could have put the wets on. Oh my days, the rain has made it disastrous here. I tell you what, if Dean has put them wet tyres on, count your money for Dean or Welshie in this race, because they made an earlier stop than these boys. Mays is coming in now.
Yeah, he's coming in. Can he get it stopped before the pit line? That's the question. But he does get it in. Argent, will he come in? He has to come in.
Now,
but the problem is the
here's the thing for you.
Boys.
Yeah, they can't pit at the same time, so one's got to stay out. The last time Argent pitted here in the wet, he span and got disqualified. Look at him struggle. I think Don't Know Mate's on the wet tyre because he stayed out. Joe cannot pit. Joe has got to do one more lap.
Nicky and Smokey are crawling around. Joe has to stay out.
Crazy. Bonkers.
Welshie's in the driver's seat here.
Yeah, Welshie, Dean, Ukbar could be in a position where they've got the right choice if they put the wet tyre on. Rabbit Joe has to do one more lap. Bit too wet, says Peaceful in the chat. Indeed it is. Welshie through the bus stop. Nice and easy as Nicky and Smokey are both into the pits as well. And Joe, you feel for him at the minute. Mays out already. Good stop from him. And look at Joe. This could really, he's round. He's held it nicely, but this could ruin Joe's race.
Yeah, definitely so. And if Welshie had not slowed down, then he could have got himself in a really good podium position if it wasn't for that penalty. He's jumped majority of the guys. He will jump Joe. Oh, Argent's struggling to get out the pits there. Nicky's in. Welshie trying to get it stopped into turn one, but Welshie looking very good for a third place. Who's the next closest car? It is Ukbar, and he's 20 seconds back. Nicky has jumped a lot of cars.
Yeah,
he's back out.
Nicky up to 5th place. Got ahead of Dean and Kelly, but due to their incidents, Dean's down to P8 now after all that, so he's going to be having to work hard to fight. Ukbar has passed Smokey Devil in the pits as Smokey Devil is on the exit. Was that Mays going slow there? Mays looked a little slow.
Possibly.
Onto this part of the track. I wonder if he's had a mistake somewhere. Mays 5 seconds behind Joe. The gap was a lot bigger than that earlier on, but Mays is now 5 seconds behind Rabbit Joe. Just looking at my screen, yeah, he was about 7 seconds a bit ago, but look at the time come down between Mays and Joe. Joe is having to crawl. Has Joe navigated the bus stop? No, because he's at the bus stop, and he had an almighty twitch as he wiggles through, and listen to how slow he is.
Yeah,
he cannot put his foot down.
Joe. It's such a shame. He's going to lose a lot of time doing a tyre change, and here comes Mays.
I think Joe could come out. Bearing in mind he's losing time all this lap, I think Joe could come out behind. Yes, Ukbar Smokey sort of territory. As in he goes now, he's got to get it in and got to get it stopped, let's not forget. So the slower he is at the minute, the slower it's going to be. But in he comes at lap 10. He is the last man to pit. And Joe will get his stop done. But look at this. Look how slow. He's already lost 4 seconds to Mays. His teammate's definitely going to get him. Early box. Good choice for him. Will Welshie should surely have that position done.
Hopefully so. We would assume so. But he has got to change those tyres. If it's just tyre change he needs to do. Has he got damage? Smokey Devil's gone a little bit deep into the bus stop trying to catch Ukbar. This is going to benefit the Ginetta a little bit better. The Ginetta seems to handle a lot better in the wet. Yeah. As you see Ukbar, he's nice and smooth through the bus stop. And he's starting to gain positions. Rabbit Joe still hasn't moved. And he's about to lose out to Nicky.
Yeah, wow. Well, hey.
Well, here comes Ukbar around the final corner. And Rabbit Joe still hasn't moved.
Yeah, Smokey Devil will get him. Dean may be on position for another place here. Didn't think there was going to be rain, question mark. Check the weather. 27% for the first race, Joe.
You should always be prepared for rain. You should always be prepared for rain.
I'm constantly refreshing it. To see if there's rain for race 2. The rain sadly is drying out for the second race of the night. Joey's away, and here comes Dean. And is that Smokey Devil?
Phil.
No, that's DJ Phil. It's DJ Phil. That's that one. Go. But
Rabbit
Dean
Joe
has got past Rabbit Joe.
Right back.
Yeah, dropped right back. Kelly's had a problem somewhere coming through the bus stop, maybe, so he's not going to get Joe. But
is
Joe.
He still on?
I don't know
still
here.
On slicks for a second.
Well, I don't know, you know.
Look at the front end. He's got big damage to the front end of that car.
Yeah, he's got some damage. Yeah, he has, and he's just been unlapped by Smithy. Kelly. Big gainer out of this. Welshie, but he needs that 10 seconds over Nicky. Nicky looking good in the wet at the minute. Welshie needs that 10 seconds in the wet here to gain over Nicky to get that place at the minute. Welshie will drop to 4th and Nicky will gain 3rd.
Look at the laps of the first wet runners. Welshie a 56.0. Ugbar a 56.4.
Dean a 57.1. So great pace from the early wet pit runners, and what a call that was for them three.
As I say that, Mays goes and does a 53.5. Sorry, so he's found the pace. Arjun, what does he do? The Mercedes, I said, might struggle in the wet, but not apparent of that. And so Arjun goes 52.5.
Just a second quicker, Dan. Just knock out a second quicker. Welshie then needs that 10 seconds. He's got half that time to Nicky at the minute. 5 seconds is the gap. Smoky Devil and Ugbar, they are again they was pretty close on track. Ugbar, Smoky Devil, I wonder if he lost time through the bus stop. Can Dean gain on these, as Rabbit Joey's going to be trying to gain on Dean Wysocki as quick as he possibly can. But has the rain stopped?
No,
it's still coming. Nope, still coming. Going. It looked like it had stopped on that last camera angle, but it is still falling at the moment. And like Peaceful says in the chat, the weather shows it was earlier in the day you'd have had thunderstorms. Yes, they would have. And it could be that way for the Pro tomorrow night. Nicky then P4 at the moment. 4 seconds to Welsh. Yeah, the thunderstorms are around for the next 3 days. And if the thunderstorms get pushed back a little bit in the night, they're so far like mid-afternoon are the thunderstorms. And then it fizzles out as the night comes in. If them thunderstorms get pushed back in a couple hours, you could have thunderstorms tomorrow.
Ugbar goes really wide there.
He has done. That's allowed Smoky Devil up his rear end. Peaceful Stepdad. It's normally dry on this track, or so I thought. It was wet season 1. And it's raining again now. Real life weather we go off here. There's Smoky. It's gone a bit deep again, and this could allow Smoky onto the back.
You can run that car deep.
It's a later apex. It's a later apex, isn't it? Oh, fair enough. I tend to keep it tighter, but it is a late apex corner, isn't it?
It is definitely, yeah. I feel like that's what it is. That's what the best run I can get out of the Porsche. So it might be different in the Mercedes or anything else, but Smokey really struggling with traction there.
I think Joe's made a mistake. I think Joe's made a mistake. He was, he definitely has. 100% Joe has span. I say this, he was dropping off the back of Dean quite quickly, and that will confirm that one then, as Kelly may gain on Joe if Joe keeps spinning. But this is the closest battle on the track at the minute. Welshie still has about 6 seconds over Nicky at the moment. Oh, he has, but Smoky Devil didn't capitalise either. He kind of went straight on at the chicane as well. She has still got that 6 seconds and has... No, Mays gapping Argent once again. I thought Mays had made a mistake because the time came down there. But at the minute... everybody doing what they need to do. Can Dean, 21 seconds behind this battle, get on the back of these two by the end of this race? Joey's out of that picture. Here, look at the difference of the Merc to the... Look at that. That is ridiculous. You've got this to come tomorrow night with 4 Mercedes-Benz on the track.
Yeah, but
I know you're in. You're in a Porsche, not a Ginetta.
Smokey's gone deep though.
So Ugbar. Yes. Well. Wow, Dean, get the first corner right. You'll gain a few seconds on that one, but. Yeah, Ugbar's got back through actually because of all that. Well, there you go. Hey, what a race this is turning out to be.
Do you know what I'm partly looking forward to doing tomorrow night though? And it involves one of these cars.
Driving past Gary?
Possibly, yeah.
Giving him a little wave out the window as you drive past?
Yep, I'm trying to match Mr. Gary himself and try and go for the 2 times title.
Yeah.
And while he's in that Renault, he can't do nothing to defend here, so I look forward to overtaking that car.
Nicky there looked like he was struggling a little bit as he's lost. He's still 6 seconds to Welshie. That's the best thing. Where's the fun in that, lol? Fair point. I would have waited until the end of the race as Peaceful Stepdad. That was not what the timer was saying. No, the timer was saying for race 1, not race 2, unfortunately. Now the rain looks like it's stopped.
Yeah, Mays is just on a 50.6. He is flying at the minute.
As he's wide at 2. What? Yeah, the rain is stopped. Yeah, the rain stopped. Yeah, the rain has stopped then. It's came and gone. Quick shower caused mayhem. Especially if you're Rabbit Joe. He's going to sit there now and be like, seriously?
What?
Seriously?
We're on the banking and you can't hear any spray from Welshie. There's no spray whatsoever. As we see, these two still ban out. There is spray
there, yeah.
There is spray at the bus stop, but the bus stop seems to be the most lethal part of the track.
Now, the thing is as well, Dan, and I remember back to season 1, a lethal part of the track was coming up the corner, coming onto the oval. That was quite bad as well. the thing. Oh, it was past Smoky Devil again here. Smoky Devil had that one done, didn't he? Is he going to get it done? He's going to the outside as they come down towards the line, and breezes past that Janetta like it was standing still.
Are they going to miss their braking again?
Well, this is the question. Peaceful will remember in the wet a Mercedes passing one of the Leach brothers as if it was standing still. When he took the very first race win at SimPlay Motorsport. What a distant memory that one is, Peaceful winning a race. As we go into this one, Welsh has 5 seconds, 6 seconds back to Nicky. That one is playing itself out. The question, Dan, how much does the track dry with 13 drivers on the track at a warmish Daytona road course? What happens to the track condition here? It's going to dry now it's stopped raining, but how much is the question?
And how much are you willing to push on those wets? How much are you willing to burn the tyres out?
Yeah.
You know? How much are you willing to try and gain those extra few tenths? You know, is it try and get it home from here? I'm really feeling for this man at the minute.
Well, it is to answer your question. This man has to go for it. Yeah. Nicky for me has to go for it because if Nicky loses 4 seconds, he's not on the podium. Nicky and Welchie have to go for it. May's 13-second gap can back off. These two are having a cracking little scrap. I'm not sure. If Dean wants to get past the Ginetta, he's 23 seconds behind. Dean has got to go and go quick. At the minute, 14 started the race, so the top 7 cannot qualify. So that'll be Dean. Yeah, up to Dean. So Joe's going to have to push if he wants to score some more points.
But does he want pole position and have an easier race in race 2?
That's the biggest question. That's Nicky is lapping his teammate Kelly, struggling tonight. He's down to 10th.
That's because you gave a little bet with Kelly, and now it's starting to bite him in the bum a little bit. So he's being passed by his teammate. But Welshie really has to keep pushing. Right now, the only thing that's going to benefit him in a minute is Smokey's going to catch Nicky, and then Nicky's going to have to defend.
Yeah, that's what I was just about to say. The gap's still 6 seconds for Nicky to Welshie. Smoky Devil, do not discount him. Whoa. Is that Kelly? That's Kelly. Do not discount Smoky Devil from a podium. Because I think he's going to get the jump on Welshie if he gets past Nicky.
Well, he needs to get past Nicky first, and I know for a fact Nicky will hold him up for as long as he possibly can in the middle sector. And as it's drying out, the Renault will get better as it dries, while the Mercedes will struggle with traction. As it's got so much power and torque on the rear.
Yeah, no, I agree with that one then. As looking at the times, Dean losing a second to that Ginetta, so Dean is not going to catch that Ginetta at all. Welchie coming up to his teammate. He'll want his teammate to let him through as easy as possible. 6.6 seconds to gap Welchie to Nicky. This corner's a tricky. There's a puddle that forms on the apex, right where Smoky Devil went, so it's obviously not formed enough for these drivers. As there is Ukbot, looks like he's going to hang on to 6th place. What a result that'll be for him. And you have to say, what could have been for Dean, Rabbit, Joe and Kelly. Yeah,
what could have been, but obviously you don't get... You do your homework, you figure out what the weather's doing, everyone's got to keep an eye on it, everyone knows what's going to happen, and...
Argent's just on a 49.9, so the track is improving, we're back into the 40s. Smoky Devil, last time around, match what May's game has done this time around. Is Smoky Devil getting even quicker? Nicky is now a second to that Mercedes-Benz. Smoky will just start to feel the benefits of this, as well. She's now 8 seconds from Nicky. That's 9 seconds back to Smoky Devil. Smoky for a podium. You said Smoky for the win. I think he's on for a podium here. I genuinely think Smoky Devil could get the podium from one Scotsman's to another.
Yeah, he needs to clear Nicky as quickly as he possibly can. He cannot let that Renault hold him up.
I don't think that's going to be too hard. Oh, it is, though. He's not done it easy. Look, into the first corner they go, and Smoky's still behind him now, and this is where the Renault will be stronger.
Oh, Nicky's gone deep.
Yeah, he's still got the place. Oh! How?
That's a bit rude.
How did they not lose it there?
That was a little bit rude there from Smoky. A little bit rude. Whoa, hang on a minute.
Well, what's happened to Mays? I think he's got damage.
So, well, I don't know what's happened to Mays, but it's 5 seconds is now the gap. 1 lap to go.
Has he got damage? Because he looked like he was a bit sideways. Ah, right. Smoky Devil and Nicky's may not have been as naughty as we think. He's just lagged a little bit then. It may have been lag that we saw. But has Mays got damage? Nah, I don't think so. Sure. He looked too sort of crabby on the back straight.
I think he was recovering from a spin. What is he doing? He's trying to get temperature in his tyres.
He's bent his tyres out. He's bent his tyres out, hasn't he?
He's trying to find a 58.7. What does Arjun do?
I think he's made a mistake, and I think that's burnt the rubber, you know. I think the track's dried. Mace is deep.
He is deep. Where is Arjun? He's catching him. This is the last lap.
4 seconds the gap is done. 4 seconds. Nicky and Smoky Devil trading places all this time. They're gaining on Welshie. Well. 3.8. Dan, the gap's coming down a little bit. It's gone up all right now, but that's just out the corner from Argent.
It is coming down. Maze is got to keep it on track. He's got to keep it clean. He might have burnt his tyres out a little bit. Argent, 3.3. He's slowly gaining on Maze.
He's not there. He's gone deep. I thought Maze had to get out the throttle a little bit there as he come out the exit to this corner. It's the oval that's going to be the important bit. This is going to be crucial on the bank in here. This is going to be so crucial now for Maze Gamer and for Argent.
Well, Maze has managed to get himself away from that tricky section. I think that's where he dropped
bus
it,
stop,
coming onto the banking.
Yeah, but we've got the bus stop to navigate at the minute. Gap's back up to 5 seconds. Maze looks like he's kept it together. Look at him. He's looking for... You can see that he's looking for the wet stuff. It's dried out nicely. And, that could really have hurt him there going across like that. But he's managed to navigate the bus stop. You saw how patient he was there. And I think that's job done for Maze Gamer. I think that's job done.
Yeah, well, there we go. Maze Gamer coming home to take another race win here this evening and try and extend his gap on his rival behind him, Arjun. But Arjun gave him a good run. So here he comes.
Yeah, he did. Here he comes then for his 6th win of the season. Had one taken away from him last week and dropped to 4th. He gets the win this week. And just gets home across the line. Argent then will come home for a P2. And I think Smoky Devil has done just enough for a 3rd place here. I think Smoky Devil has just got the jump on Welshie. The gap is 6 seconds. And I think Welshie's going to cross the line. I think Welshie could drop to 5th here. I think Nicky may have him done as well. We wait and see. Welshie will cross the line. He will cross the line P3. But I don't think he's going to finish P3. We wait now then. 8 seconds back to Smoky Devil. I do believe that Smoky Devil will have that one done. A flash from Welshie, but I think he'll lose that one. Here comes Smoky, who's got 3rd place for me. The question is, Nicky or Welshie for 4th? That's the big one. Smoky Devil 3rd. Here comes Nicky. No, so Welshie stays 4th. What a job from him then. Good little effort from Welshie as well to try and put up the fight. Just a great quality drive from Smoky Devil to get that place. Nicky P5, he will be ecstatic with that. A 6th place as well for the Ginetta of Ukbar. Good result from him. 7th place for Dean Wasaki. He cannot qualify for race 2 then. As here comes Rabbit Joe P8. What could have been for him as Kelly was about to cross the line. Stoff has already crossed the line, sorry, P9. DJ Phil has crossed the line in P10. Kelly has crossed the line at P11. What a race it could have been for Kelly, but not to be. We wait for Don't Know Mate and Dean and Smithy. There is Don't Know Mate just ahead of Smithy. That's for position as well, by the way. So will Don't Know Mate finish ahead of Smithy? I think he should do, yeah. So Dean then is going to come across for a P7. Flash of the lights from him. Smithy then will get a P13. And Don't Know Mate will take a P12. We lost Alfie in the race. We hope we can get him back in. Fastest lap. 55.5 from Argent. 55.6 from Rabbit Joe. Yep, Argent takes the fastest lap of the race. So what an interesting race that one was, Dan. We'll be back in just a moment for the 2nd race of the evening. Don't you guys go anywhere. What a race that was. That had everything.
I don't think Rabbit Joe is too happy with you.
Yeah, bollocks to him. Check the weather. Everybody knows that 25% is enough for one slot of rain. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Nice result for Dean, said that. I thought the engineer was hallucinating. Great race, Kelly. Well done, Maze Argent Welshie. I had the same problem Kieran last season with Gary and Dan. Do you want to get the top 3 in? You're a good lad, you are, Daniel. Yeah, I can tell the way you're talking, to be honest, mate. I know, bud. I know.
Smoky in it. Right, I need a wee and I'll be right back.
Yep. Oh, Mazer's left the station. Well done, mate. Well done, Argent.
Well done. I had to take that after that one. Just caught behind the flip stream and the narrow angle caught me out.
Is Joe unhappy?
He seemed alright. It's just a bit incident. Obviously, Smithy spun it on the grass and come back and caught him.
Was he unhappy with the ring? Because I get that from his post on YouTube.
We looked at the weather before live, and it was only 22% rain.
Nah, 27%.
It probably went full pin when you looked at it, obviously. I don't know. What time was it? 11 o'clock or 12 o'clock?
11.
11. Okay, that makes sense.
11.
We were 12.
It was 27%. Well done, no maize and smoky as well.
Thanks, mate.
Right, I'm just going to pop and grab a quick drink. 2 seconds.
Mate, you like giving me a chance? Yeah, laugh that. Wave 2, you lost 5 seconds, you lost seconds to laugh that. Today you lost 5 seconds to laugh that. Give me a chance.
Yeah. I just dropped it, and I think the last corner, the chicane. I think, I'm not sure. I wasn't expecting at all the rain.
No, I wasn't either. I was expecting it, yeah. I'd say the first lap, you've got such a toe on back of you, took me into the stuff like 5-10 miles out, and I just lost the rear.
Well, for me the race was just damage limitation. Then I find myself in first place.
I say I didn't really catch it though. I was looking at the gap. You've only 2 or 3 tenths of lap in it. It wasn't much.
Yeah, I think you were faster.
Yeah, that's me. I was 2 or 3 tenths of lap. Nothing major. But even if I was quick, I would never catch it.
Yeah, but in quali you were way faster, because in practice and quali I was trying to work with hards.
Yeah. Too cold.
Yeah, too cold. I think for most of the tracks 25 degrees is good for hards, but in Daytona with the long straights it doesn't work. Like when the engineer told me it's starting to rain in the pit lane, I thought it was just a bug or something.
Yeah, no, I thought that, 'cause I've got dashboard actually, it's had rain on that as well. It happened, we got from one today, tight, slightly. I think I went one lap too long.
So you pitted forward the same lap as me?
That lap of you, but I binned it at the bus stop with cold tyre.
Oh, yeah, me too. I spun in the chicane with the slicks in the wet. Like 2 times.
And then Smithy spun, and then come back on. It wasn't his fault. Come back on and hit Joe, and by that time I'm already in the pit lane.
Did you enjoy that song, Kieran?
I can't hear you, mate.
Oh, okay.
I just got an echo.
Basically said, you span again, when will you fucking learn?
I say, I just got caught out with a toe. Didn't expect massive toe. I had to hit the brakes twice, stuck behind Maeve on that one.
Dean again. Dean could have been second. I made a bet, by the way, with Kelly. So, by the way, boys, make sure you finish. Make sure Kelly don't get a podium, because otherwise I'm running around Donington Park naked to the campsite.
One or a big one.
The one where the farmhouse one.
I'm back.
Yeah, no, that toe, lap one was like nothing I've ever, not even behind you in the Aston. I didn't even get that big a toe then.
Quick refresh. Rain. None.
So, Argent, what downforce were you running?
Norton 4. But if I'd known it was rain, I'd probably run a bit more.
I'm running
Just set
3.
up on the website. Or if you choose.
Yeah, I'm using a setup from a website too. I think it's a world record setup.
Mm.
So did you collect Joe in the first corner, or did he collect him?
I thought I might have done, but he said I didn't catch him. I didn't let him go.
So he spawned by himself.
One thing I didn't want you being up my chaff into the bus stop lap one.
I think in the part when I overtook you in the straight, because we have similar downforce, so I think I just overtook you because I had the inside.
Yeah, no, I tried defending the inside and I wide, and then you got up inside.
Yeah, I think you didn't expect me to go to the inside on the exit.
No, I did in a way. If I went tight in the entry, it would just be wide on exit.
I didn't think I will have a chance, because when I took the inside, I saw that you are on the outside, so you will got a great run to the straight.
But I've got a longer way to travel though now.
Smokey, are your settings set so that we can hear you?
I should be.
Yeah, sorted. Sweet. Right.
Oh, we're set the same.
I think with the oval layout, even if you're on the outside, it's the same thing. It's not that much difference.
Maybe. You've got to run on me, so that must mean something.
Right, we're gonna go. Let's get ready. Oh, that race was quality. Kieran, when will you get consistent and not drop the car, by the way?
Still on podium.
No. Yeah.
I'll jinx myself now.
Why is he up the podium?
No, same ways like this. Okay, that's another podium for you. Where's that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 races so far, 3 podiums.
I'll do it for me.
Not too bad.
Kelly stayed on the specs, did a Lando, didn't work.
Did he really? What an idiot.
Gave you a naked lap.
There's a second race to come yet.
And he can qualify as well, Kelly. You did this last time.
Open Joe.
Yeah, he did it last time though, but he did it with fucking like Argent when he was in a Porsche, not a fucking Renault.
True.
In real life. Welcome back then to SimPlay Motorsport. We're back for race 2 and the second qualifying session of the evening. Top 7 can't qualify, so Maze Gamer, Argent, Smokey, Devil, Welshie, Nicky, Ugbar and Dean Wusaki cannot qualify. We are down to 13 runners. I'm not sure who we are missing. No, we had 14 people start the night. We are down a runner, but I will just go through the championship standings at the moment. Maze Gamer from Argent, Rabbit Joe, Nicky, KLF, Then Welshie, Smoky Devil 7th place ahead of Alfie in 8th. Don't Know Mate is in at P9. DJ Phil is 10th. Stealth Sloth is 11th. Ukbar 12th with, as Rabbit Joe's got a grid penalty, so that's not a good start to him, with Dean Wasaki down in 13th place ahead of Smithy 14th. Alty 50th. Forever Forward have a 46-point lead as Stealth Sloth's got back in. That's who was missing and disconnected. So hopefully he gets himself back and joins again. Team Pro Laps have 46 points behind Forever Forward, with Team Pro Lassie third still. Ahead of DJ Motorsport, MC Motorsport then falling behind them. Mary 3D Printing are falling behind MC Motorsport. Ahead of Iron Brew Racing, Team Cool Runnings, and then the Flying Dutchman just behind Smithy then, after all Smithy had scored points in the first race with NJ. Then we're going to start with Smoky Devil, and it's a third podium in 5 races, mate. That one, though, was a bit hard work with the rain.
Oh, I wasn't expecting the rain. Even tell me it was raining all of it, so that totally changed it. I had a few spins at the start, so it put me right at the back, so it's a bit of a shock podium.
Yeah, it was a good fight through the field, and like you say, you had a few spins early on, but you managed to come back. You had a cracking battle with Ukbar at the end.
Aye, I had a good battle with him, aye. Put on the stakes, you know what I mean? I got done earlier, but put on the stakes, kept the battle going, you know.
Now the Merc seems ridiculous around here with its pace on the oval. Was that how you managed to find your way past a few people?
You get a toe in that, it's just a flying machine. Yeah, I mean, nothing's got.
What can you do in race 2, buddy?
Hopefully just made it the same, so I need to keep tying up the toes and get that Mercedes back up there.
Well, best of luck, mate. We wish you the best. We'll let you get back to it. Gorge in as well, and that was a tough one for yourself as well. Led at the start and then made a few mistakes early on, and that put you down the order a bit. But you managed to work your way back to second place as well. That's a good finish for yourself and the team.
Yeah, like I said off air, I got in Maeve Bender's toe when I was the bus stop on lap 1, and the amount of toe I got was like maybe like I couldn't cash it. I had to brakes twice to stop going to the back of him. And that extra couple of miles an hour I was into the bus stop, just lost the back end and put me round and had to wait for traffic. So
yeah, so
one of them things. But I say like I just want to follow on what Smoky Devil said. The toe in the Merc, even if you're on the Renaults, the Audis, you just like they're standing still. You just come straight up on the outside.
We've seen you make a great move. I think it was Nicky and Welshie where you sort of got past. Kelly and Welshie, where you got past Kelly, one of the Renaults, and then you sort of had to split through the middle to get past the Lamborghini. Heck of a move. Was you just finding that when you got onto the oval that close to the other cars that you knew you had the pull on them?
Yeah, I said to Joe in the team chat that I say if you're going to try and overtake on the straight, do it after the bus stop. It's a longer run. With like we know the pace of the against the Renault, it was I knew I had to go around the outside, and then Welshie sort of not jinked right, but he sort of drove in the middle of the road, and I thought with that extra speed I had with the tow behind him, it just made it easier to get past.
Yeah. What can you do race 2 from the back of the grid?
I've not seen where I am yet, but I say,
yeah.
Like the last, I think.
No, I think Smokey will be last. You'll be just out of Smokey, Welshie and Nicky.
Like I said in probably previous weeks, just try and keep it clean first couple of laps, knowing that the pace of the Merc is there.
Well, best of luck, buddy. We'll let you get back to it.
Thank you.
And Mates Gamer taking your 6th win of the season. But again, another one who had to work hard for it.
Yeah, certainly with the rain, unexpectedly rain.
Yeah, what did the rain bring to the strategy?
I think it just a couple of spins.
We saw a big moment. We saw a big moment for yourself and everybody behind at the bus stop chicane. Was that really where it started to get wet quicker?
Yes, it was the second lap when, after starting to rain, and in the bus stop part it was really wet, and with the slicks you had no chance to keep the rear with that amount of standing water. Well,
what can you do, mate, by the back of the grid? What can you do next time out?
I think I will try to do what I did in the race 1, just avoid the guys and try to take the places that I can.
Yeah, well, we wish you the best of luck, buddy.
Thanks, mate.
Cheers, mate. Sedan 3 drivers very happy with their performance, and 3 Mercedes on the podium, and not only did I say one would win it, I also kind of said that 3 would be on the podium, so I think my prediction was spot on there.
Yeah, you seem to get the complete sweep there. I didn't quite get the winner, but you know, I was
no,
close
neither
enough
did I.
to
Yeah.
Smoky Devil.
Yeah, I was
Devil
secondary
obviously
Argent.
Oh, DJ Phil going fastest now, but yeah, Smoky Devil in 3rd place, Argent in 2nd, and obviously May's taking the race win. The rain really did affect it, and by those things, we don't have any rain forecast for race 2, so it looks like these guys are going to be safe. Rabbit Joe still put a lap time in as he crosses the line, and only goes 6th.
6th fastest, Dan. And with a grid penalty as well. These forever forward boys, that's 3 grid penalties in six different tracks. 3 grid penalties they've had this season. And Joe struggling in the second race to get a flying lap in, as it's DJ Phil from Kelly, then Don't Know Mate, Stealth Sloth, Smithy, Rabbit Joe. We have lost Alfie, he's not got back in for the second race of the evening, so we are down to the 13 runners. And you have to say, what a 13 runners we've got here. This could be just as interesting as the first race.
Yeah, it could be. It could be exciting, and with obviously the reverse grid layout, all the Mercedes will be at the back. They will have to make their way through. Smoky Devil doing the hardest, where Arjun and May's got a little bit easier, but they are in the mid-pack. So it's going to be interesting as they go into turn 1, who can stay out of trouble and who will benefit the most out of this start. And like I said, dry conditions like this things as we go into the final race of the night should be interesting.
You have to say, Dan, that Dean in 7th place could be one to watch off the line. If he stays out of trouble around the first few corners, Dean could really be a driver to watch onto the first part of the oval, because he's the lead Mercedes out of those guys who can't qualify.
Yeah, definitely so. Dean, and especially with that SLS having so much power, so much grunt as well, we could get in front of everyone by the end of lap 1 if he has a decent start. But he needs to get through the infield first.
He does indeed, as Stealth Sloth doesn't improve on his time there. Don't Know Mate has gone back to the pits. Smithy as well is currently sat in the pits. Phil comes across the line. He can't improve. Can Kelly find 0.4 of a second? He was purple sector 1. Joe is purple sector 2. So Kelly crosses the line and goes provisional pole by half a second. Rabbit Joe next up to cross the line. He now goes pole. Nowhere near his Q1 time, but is a lot clear of DJ Phil and KLF. Qualifying nearly over for Smithy. He's still in the pits. For Don't Know Mate, he's still in the pits. So them two look done here. But Stealth Sloth will be the first man to finish qualify. No, he won't actually. He will got one more bite of the cherry. Phil, though, has done as well. Yeah,
so really at this stage, unless Stealth Sloth can do anything about Kelly looks like he's going to take pole position here.
Second, yes. Well, actually, load it up. How much has Rabbit Joe got grid penalty wise? Just the one. So yeah, it looks like Kelly could get a pole at a track when you've got Rabbit Joe. God. When you've got Rabbit Joe qualifying, you're probably bound to get second place in a Q2, especially if you're in that Renault. Yeah, and
especially here.
Yeah. Kelly will be jumping for joy. This does not count towards the back. We said podium, not pole position. So
that's definitely interesting for sure. So Kelly taking another pole position at this rate, at this moment in time, in a race 2 at Daytona again, in a car that's not suited to the track.
No, exactly. What a turn up for the Bucks. I think Phil's come out for another lap, but he's not going to get it. Joe's up even more here at the minute. Someone's crossing line at Stealth Sloth. He'll get one more run in, and Stealth Sloth goes 4th. Brings the time down to Kelly, but he's still 1.2 off the back of Kelly. What does Kelly do now? Will Kelly get one more run? Stealth Sloth done. Will Kelly get one more run? Yes, easy peasy. Can he improve on his time this time around? No. Rabbit Joe, 44 dead, smashing it.
Yeah, I really don't see much happening. DJ Phil ain't going to set a lap time. He ain't going to get a lap time in unless he cuts the chicane, and then again, he still won't get there. Kelly really can't go any faster than what he's going, so it's kind of come to a dead heat here. Unless Kelly's just getting lap times in just so that he can get a smooth idea of what the car is like in these conditions at this time of the day.
Oh, now, hang on. What's this? Load the speedo up.
Oh,
no, he's pitted. Doesn't matter. He's pitted. I thought Phil cut the bus stop chicane there on the track map, but he's not. He's gone back to the pits. So that's that then, folks. Kelly will be on pole. He doesn't even need to finish his lap. He could retire into the pits now, and we could get on with the race. But Kelly's going to get track time in that Renault. Maybe make some final tweaks. But it will be KLF, surprisingly, in that Renault, in pole position for the second race of the night. Who'd have thought
for a second season in a row? Second season in a row, Kelly is on pole position in the second race.
I don't fancy his chances this time around compared to last season. That is Kelly's first pole of this year.
You're only saying that because the deal we had behind backstage was the fact that if Kelly got on the podium tonight, then you'd run around naked around Donington Park. And if anyone's watching it and they go into Donington Park and they are bigging Kelly up to take a podium, then keep doing it. So, because Kelly, if you do it, I will quite happily video it and post it all over the SimPlay channel.
But what I will say is, I can't see Kelly, even though Kelly's on pole and it was there last year. I'm not saying it because of the bat. I just don't think the Renault's got anything. And Kelly has done that whole lap, entire lap. He could have retired to get into the race quicker, and now he's boxed. Didn't even finish the lap. Well done, Kelly, but it's a pole position for him and a one-place grid penalty for Rabbit Joe. And that is stellar from Joe again with a 44 dead, but he will have to start P2. Kelly from DJ Phil. Stealth Sloth in 4th with Don't Know Mate 5th. Smithy 6th. Dean in 7th. The first of the non-qualifiers with Ukbar in 8th. Mays 9th. Argent 10th. Nicky in 11th. And Welshie 12th. Smokey Devil 13th. You kind of feel sorry for Nicky in the middle of all them Mercedes-Benz, and Welshie in the middle of them Mercedes-Benz. Furious Grandad, if Kelly wins the bet, Matt, will you be singing Christmas songs as you run around the campsite? Oh, God, yes. The Christmas songs, Tony, will be coming out at Donington Park.
No, and I repeat, no.
I tell you what, though, Dan. Tell you what is happening. It's beginning to look a lot like the 12th round of the season, which marks the midway point of the season. I was going to say, you didn't even let me finish.
I knew exactly where you were going for that, but Kelly is on pole position due to Rabbit Joe's penalty, so Rabbit Joe will start second. That means Kelly will get the extra point, if I'm correct.
Yes, he does get the extra point, yeah.
He does get the extra point, so DJ Phil will start in 3rd, 4th will go the way of Stealth Sloths, 5th will be Don't Know Mate, 6th will be Smithy, and in 7th will be Dean Wasaki. Ukbar in 8th, and 9th goes to Maze Gamer and Arjun. These two could be quite interesting next to each other. Then we have Nicky in 11th, Welshie in 12th, and Smokey Devil right at the back. Predictions, Matt?
Predictions are Kelly's going to get absolutely mugged on the first part of this lap. I can just see that one coming.
It's Rabbit Joe's race to lose, isn't it?
It's Rabbit Joe's race to lose.
And we know how much he was kicking himself at Red Bull, how he let it slip. I'm
just trying to think of something here. It's Rabbit Joe's race to lose. But I'm looking at Smokey Devil and Argent at the back as a winner. I really am. I think Joe made too many mistakes.
I'm going to back Joe up for this one. He's got the pace. He's got the speed. I think he just needs to stay out of trouble, and he's got this in the bag.
Well,
the others need to get through the pack first.
It's a holly jolly round 12 here as we kick on our evening into the halfway stage of the season. 12 rounds left after this for the Pro-Am drivers, and we move on to Oschersleben next week as the rolling start begins. And yeah, that glitches. It's done it again, but Kelly's managed... Now, bearing in mind, this is all automated, folks, until they get to the line. Now, they are back up to where they should be. We are green here, and look at that. Kelly already off the line, trying to hold Joe to the outside. Look at DJ Phil. Joe's already gone. Told you.
Joe is already gone, and Kelly...
Oh, yes! Down the inside. What a manoeuvre from Kelly there. Opportunistic. And I tell you what, I hope Rabbit Joe's checking his list, because he needs to check it twice if that's the case.
Oh my God, here we go, Christmas quotes already, we're not even near Christmas yet. Jesus Christ. But that's who we're celebrating on Christmas. Kelly leads this way at the minute with Rapid Joe in second. DJ Phil with Decent Star Smithy in that position there. Maze, what's happened to Maze?
What has happened to Maze? He's had enough. Yes, where's Argent? I think Smokey Devil as well. And Don't Know Mate, where's had enough? Now then, that is interesting. Smokey Devil's missing a light, as is Don't Know Mate. Where is Argent? Down in 8th. DJ Phil's up to 2nd. Smithy's currently running in 4th place. Dean has got the jump over Welshie at the moment, and I said watch for Dean. As Smithy taps Phil round, and that's Phil very wide. I said Dean could be the best make in this position, and I tell you what, Dean Wasaki is coming to town.
We're here. Oh my God, Matt, will you stop it? And Rabbit Joe looking to the outside of KLF. The Mercedes outruns the Renault, and into the lead he goes. It is his race to lose, but Kelly is making him work for it on lap 1. Joe goes into turn 1 and there's nothing that Kelly can
What's
do.
that? DJ Phil losing out, puts Smithy up into third. Dean is now running P4 in this race as Joe leads. DJ Phil right on the back of his former teammate, and he's taking Welshie and Stealths off with him. Argent still 8th, Nicky's in 9th. Ukbar down to 10th place. As Smoky Devil and Maze are still 11th and 12th with Don't Know Mate down in last. And Don't Know Mate not feeling it around this track. He's not enjoying that Audi, and a lot of people saying they're not enjoying that Audi this year, as Argent having to avoid, is that Welshie? Yeah, that's Welshie, and Argent going round the outside of the Lamborghini.
Yeah, he gets the job done.
To P7. Will he get Stealths off by turn 1? That's the interesting one, as here comes Smithy then, looking on Kelly, a couple of tenths behind as Kelly runs a little deep. Now where's Dean? There is Dean. Dean is in a good position for a podium in this one. What has happened to Argent? He's lost out. Yeah, he's lost out. He was ahead. He was ahead of the Lamborghini and has lost out. He's behind Ukbar. What has happened? Maze is round again, and I can't believe it. Peaceful in the chat. I hope Gary and Craig are watching this with a laughing face. But Maze has really got damage now, and he's got a lot of work to do from back there. What a shame. Smithy up to third place. He's hassling the back of Kelly then as Don't Know Mate comes into the pits, but already DJ Phil is round in the background. Dean is going with Smithy. There's Kelly, had a twitch in the corner. Dean's in the wall.
Dean's in the wall. Oh my god, all these guys are dropping it. Dean with a great opportunity to score points, and Welshie's coming through the pack.
Welshie,
here we go.
Up to 4th. Let's keep an eye on Smithy. Smithy could be on the podium. And I tell you what, all he wants for Christmas is another second place. He could be on for it. Not his 2 front teeth. The Porsche's got the grunt over that Renault into the bus stop chicane. Smithy, nice and easy. He said in the chat, it's not his favourite circuit, but he could be on for this podium. And here they go. Sweet and sticky tomorrow night. Kelly quotes the disco. Chance I'm here for the Christmas ones. Don't you worry, folks.
Oh my God.
But here comes Smithy.
So sorry, people.
Look at him on the bank, and he's trying to gain on that Renault. He's trying to keep it.
He needs to stay in the toe.
He does, but I think the Porsche's got enough in a straight line. He's backing off. He's lifting. You hear him lifting. Does Smithy not have that confidence? Welshie, Nicky, Argent, nearly 3 abreast. It's Stealths off, not Welshie. Look at them. They squeeze, and they still keep it clean. And Argent gains 2 places. He's run so deep, though. He's gone to the North Pole as Argent.
Oh my God, will you stop it, Matthew? You're going to give us so much bad luck. But Kelly has lost out to Rabbit Joe, but Smithy is sticking with him.
Yeah.
Smithy just needs to stay in the toe. He's got more grunt.
Yeah.
At this rate, Welshie is going to be catching these 2. But saying that, Smithy is lapping faster than Welshie.
Dean into the pits at the end of lap 2. Now, interesting one. How much damage did Dean have hitting that wall?
How much damage Maze has got?
Yeah, how much has he got? And is he not pitting because of last week? I wonder. He's up to 9th place, though, so that would suggest that Phil and Ukbar have had moments somewhere. Now, can Smithy get it done on the oval?
He needs to stay in the toe. He knows that Renault is slower in a straight line. Look at it. He can gain.
Do you know the funny thing about this? Do you know the funny thing about this? Gary's old team livery from season 1. Gary's car in front of him.
Oh my God. Gary will be absolutely loving this right now, as will I.
Now into the bus stop on the brake. Smithy not close enough after the bus stop. Like Kieran said on the interview, you get a better run out the bus stop chicane and onto the second part of the oval. This is a great run for Smithy. Onto the oval they come. Don't Know Mate's already a lap down. Dean is nearly a lap down as well. And Smithy, having the higher side, just cannot get that Porsche around the outside. Kelly did this to Argent last year, sent him that way. Can Smithy get underneath? They're still on the banking. Smithy's getting closer and closer and closer. And now I don't think Kelly can defend. He looks to. He's still got the run on him, yeah. I think Smithy may have lifted again to not drift out too far wide, Dan. Look at these 3!
Who's that? Smoky Devil down the inside, but it's going to... Oh my God, this is going to end up in tears in a minute.
Oh, and it does end up in tears as Smokey goes into the back of Stealth Sloth. And where did Stealth Sloth disappear to? He's still going. It's Nicky who's ended up round. So Stealth Sloth kept going in all of that. And Nicky loses out massively. And that's twice Argent's been 3 wide at the turn 1. And still he hasn't come away with any more places. But wow, what a race this is at the minute. Kelly still second. Smithy still third. What a drive from that boy.
He's doing brilliantly right now, and he's doing everything he can to just stick with Kelly. Kelly's just got enough on that Porsche of Smithy, but these guys behind him will start to gain on him. Argent, Smokey, all these guys will start to gain points and positions as Mays is down the inside.
Oh, yeah,
he really
very
puts Nicky
aggressive.
out.
Very aggressive. He knows he's got the grunt on the straight. Why didn't he wait for that? But aggressive it was from Mays. And on he continues as there's Dean then, who's a lap down to these two, let's not forget. And Mays in 8th place, looking to get all the way. Here goes Argent on Stealth Sloth. Look at the Mercedes grunt. Try and get past that Lamborghini. 14 seconds off his teammate he is already. And bye-bye, says Kieran Argent. Actually, no, not yet. Yeah.
Not yet. Stealth Sloth going for the late break, but Argent gives him plenty of space.
Oh, he doesn't! And Argent has cut the corner! And has tapped. I don't know how he's thread the needle as Smoky Devil, but Argent there, later on the brakes on the outside, and that's allowed Maze Gamer, who, yes, has got big damage to his car, we reckon, to be in front of Argent. Argent's race is going from bad to worse, and it seems to not be the patient game from Argent in this one.
I think he had the run. I think Stealth Sloth just missed his braking a little bit, forcing Argent to go wide. They didn't make contact.
I mean, Argent was deep and on the grass stand, but
yeah. But I think
I'm just watching it back here on the replay.
It's a little bit desperate from Stealth Sloth and a little bit optimistic from Argent.
Yeah,
so
I think it's a bit of a 50-50, yeah.
Yeah, it's a bit of both in that situation, but May's now trying to get past Stealth Sloth. He's flashing his lights, but Stealth Sloth has just shown he's not going to make it easy for these boys.
He's flashing his lights. Argent's looking to the outside of Maze Gamer here. Then Nicky's sticking with them as well. And this is for position as Maze gets a heck of a run on Stealth Sloth there. And Argent's coming as well. Now Maze is going to be on the outside of this little left-hander. He's got the job done on Stealth Sloth, so that means he doesn't have to lift or anything there. And Argent now is losing out to his rival in this championship as Stealth Sloth laid on the brakes, gains back up to Maze. Is Maze struggling with damage because he looks a bit slow through the corners. And oh no, Smithy! Oh, my heart goes out every time I see him have a good start and then he ends up spinning. My heart goes out to him because he's definitely improving in that Porsche. And Smithy round, he's dropped to 5th. He's ahead of this fight here. But Kelly still second as a Lamborghini and Smoky Devil hunting him down. I think we're going to be busy, Monkey Boy, says Peaceful in the chat. As Argent dropping down low to Stealth Sloth and comes back up high and into the side of Stealth Sloth. Nothing happens there. Now it's roles reversed. Argent on Stealth Sloth. Stealth Sloth looks like he's going to try and come back at Argent. Can't get the move done this time around. And Argent now gets it done up into 7th place. And what a job this is at the minute.
Yeah, doing a fantastic job here, these guys. Really keeping it, even though the doors are rubbing, they're contacting each other, they're just keeping it within limits.
Yeah.
Some drivers aren't going to be happy, others might not be ecstatic by it, but nonetheless, I've got to give up to this man in the Renault. He's still in 2nd place.
Mega job. He's got Welshie hunting him down, though.
Yeah, I think Welshie over time will start to hunt him down, but also we've got to keep an eye out for this
Smoky
man as
Devil,
well.
yeah.
Smoky Devil in the Mercedes will start to bring that gap down. Maze's next target is Smithy, so that's going to be a bit more difficult, but he has got Argent breathing down his net in 7th. Stealth Sloth, that down to 8th, and Nicky right behind him in 9th. DJ Phil battling it out a little bit with Dean by the looks of things.
Yeah.
You know, he is the lap down. Ukbar, not the start that he wanted. Dean obviously in 12th, and don't know, mate, bringing up the rear, but it is still this man who leads this race. Rabbit Joe, his race to lose right now. Can he keep it on track?
Can he keep it on track? Indeed, and that's the big question for Joe, because he made a few mistakes himself in race 1 before the rain came. But he's 11 seconds out of Kelly and doing a job he needs to do. He's under no pressure and looks like he could get a race win. And here comes Smithy, Maze, Argent really gaining on Maze, and Argent will have a great toe onto the banking here, definitely. I think your messenger will be going mad shortly, says Monkey Boy, and within the next 10 to 15 minutes, I reckon, Peaceful, your messenger will be pinging like mad with reviews coming in. But here comes Argent on Maze, and he said he doesn't overtake before the bus stop chicane. He kind of gave his tactic away to Maze Gamer because they were all in the interview room. So does that mean he's going to set him up after?
Not like that, he's not.
No, he's going to straight line it. And he's going to lose all that time and all that speed by straight. He's done the right thing, but he is now so hampered. So hampered. He's lost 2 seconds to Maze, and he's now going to lose even more time because of the fact he's got no pace out the bus stop. Here comes Maze on Smithy. Sorry, Dan.
Yeah, I'm just about to big up what you just said. Basically, he's straight lined it. Yes, he's lifted, but it's really compromised him, but he won't get a penalty from it, so that's one thing. He can try and refresh and come back. Smithy's really early on the brakes, and Maze go really wide. Which is probably a little bit of trial limits there, to be fair. Because he hits the wall.
Gives himself a bit more damage to go with what he's already had. So, yeah. Let's not forget, though, Mays is carrying damage, and he can pit at the end of this lap. So I presume we'll see Mays straight in. Argent, then, is only 1.3 off the back of Mays Gamer. So with Mays running wide, he's not lost too much. Welshie, though, bringing that gap down another 0.6 to Kelly on the last lap, and Smoky Devil's over a second and a half quicker than Kelly as Mays looks to go around the outside of Smithy, up the inside of Smithy into the long right-hander and gets that move done nice and easy. Smithy's not going to fight him too hard, and now Argent once again looks to come as Mays Gamer tries to defend from Smithy. Smithy gains on the brakes a little bit, and Mays carries on his run, as does Argent there. Stovsloff and Nicky for 8th and 9th place just a bit further back. There, them two all up.
And now Mays has cleared those cars. The next car he has to try and clear is Smoky Devil, and he's going to be a lot harder due to the fact that they're both running the same machine.
Yeah.
So, straight line advantage is gone here, but...
did he clip the wall there?
Very slightly,
I think Mays has got some damage that he's struggling with, and he's...
Well, the pit window is open this lap, so they could come in and get that repaired now.
Yeah, they can. The gap to Kelly and Welshie, 2.5 seconds further down. Smithy, I think, has made a mistake somewhere. He's dropped to 9th, bless him. Down to 9th place, he's dropped. What a shame for Smithy. But yeah, the gap to Kelly and Welsh is definitely coming down. It's 2.5 seconds. Can Welshie get the podium this time? Smoky Devil, then, he's not chosen to pit. Neither has Mays Gamer, but Argent... Oh no, Mays Gamer's coming in now. Look, in comes Mays, and in comes Argent as well.
Yeah, so these guys obviously opting to get their pit done and out the way, but how long is it going to take them? That is the question.
I think Argent's going I think Argent's going to jump Mays here. Oh no,
Mays has jumped.
Good stop.
That was a good stop. So is Mays going to try and carry the damage? Argent's gone with him, so maybe he's opted just to repair his engine, and maybe he can live with the suspension or aero damage. We will see. But
interesting stop for me. Yeah, very interesting one. So. Nicky gaining on the back of Stovsloff, and this now for 5th and 6th, while their two teammates are trying to fight it out further up the field with Smoky Devil trying to close in on them two then. These boys looking good out front. And Nicky, I have to take my hat off to him tonight. I think he's been mega in this race so far. First race and second race.
Yeah, well, for me, it's been this man who's been the man of the match, really. Because, oh my God, did I just quote football?
You gave a football.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Oh, this man, you have to say, well, she's been walking in a winter wonderland.
Oh my jeez. Right. No more Christmas quotes from you, or I'll keep the rattler.
Back to the race. 2.3 is the gap between these two, and Ukbar's having a heck of a stop. Where's Dean in relation to Ukbar here then? Coming Dean's down the straight now.
Back straight he is.
Yeah, that's bus stop. So I think he could get past Ukbar here. No, Ukbar's coming away, so Ukbar's on his way out.
Oh, what's happened here? Oh, Kelly's gone into the pit, so Welshie stays out.
So Kelly then looking for an undercut on Welshie. Welshie can get the hammer down.
Where's Mays going to come from this? Because Kelly's in, and he's gone.
Wow, what a stop. What a stop.
That was a Red Bull stop, that was, wasn't it?
Yeah. Well, you say that, not the last couple of Red Bull stops we've seen. They've been a bit atrocious, but yeah, that was a heck of a stop from KLF there. What a job he had.
But Mays has done the job, though. He's done a good lap, so he's going to gain a little bit of time on Kelly. Yeah. Not a lot, but a little.
The thing for me is, how much did Mays repair? What did Mays repair? Is it going to hamper him as we go later into this race? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely. So what can he... The thing is, though, what can Mays do with what damage he has? We don't know what damage he has. Obviously, due to the fact that due to his penalty last week, he's now a bit more cautious about damage. Yeah. So maybe he's running the damage thinking he's not going to get a penalty if he runs with it. He can race it. We've seen him. His lap times are fairly decent with this damage.
Yeah, they're not bad.
Whatever the damage is. So maybe it's just a front end damage. Maybe he can't get the front side in. We just don't know yet. But one thing that you haven't mentioned, Matt, and I don't know if anyone has, but has anyone opted for double points this evening?
Nobody has opted for double points this evening.
That's interesting.
Which surprised me because... Yeah, that's what I was going to say. As Rabbit Joe comes in for his stop at the end of lap 9, that's what surprised me with it. As Joe's never gone in the wrong box.
Oh no, I think he's gone in the right box.
No,
It was just
yeah,
that
I think
fast.
he's away. Yeah. Yeah, nobody opted for the double points, which really surprised me this evening. As Welshie then will inherit the race lead here.
He's flying at the minute.
He
He's
is
lapping
flying.
pretty quick. He's lapping pretty quick, so hopefully he can gain. He's matching.
And isn't
Smokey.
it nice to see Welshie back up the top end of the grid after 2 seasons in the Pro where he struggled? It's nice to see him back in
Well,
there.
we're gonna stop cursing him for a minute, but Mays has lost time. I think somewhere he's dropped behind DJ Phil.
Yeah, what has
Did he
happened
not-
to
did
Mays?
he not-
We'll
did he not
check.
clear DJ Phil?
I'm not sure. Stovsloff and Nicky have came into the pits. Let's just take a look at his lap time this time around.
I swear he was in front of DJ Phil.
Yeah, I
but-
thought he was as well. But we'll have a look at his lap time. It's going to be an outlap, so it's not going to be great anyway.
Oh no, this is his first full running lap.
1:45.
58.
Oh!
Whoa!
The difference in the braking there. Mays had to avoid Phil there. That was crazy from Mays Gamer. There's Welshie going onto the oval in the background. Kieran Argent is 5 seconds behind Mays, and Mays looking up the inside of DJ Phil. This for position at the minute, and they rub each other, and job done for Mays Gamer on that one there then.
Yeah, so DJ Phil losing out to Mays Gamer as Stovsloff is caught onto the back of Argent, but I think Argent has cleared Stovsloff more like, so Stovsloff doing a pit stop, I think.
Stovsloff and Nicky pitted, and Stovsloff has gapped Nicky a little bit more after the pit stops. Mays then 9 seconds behind Kelly. We're on to lap 10 of 17. Smoky Devil leads this race. Yes, that's what I was about to say. I think he's dropped it at the bus stop, and that isn't good if he wanted to jump Kelly, but that has released Smoky Devil. These two still to pit, as is DJ Phil. So Smokey's got to get it in at some stage. Rabbit Joe now ahead of Welshie, and is the second off Smoky Devil, but Smoky Devil needs to bring it in for his stop. He's going to stay out a little longer at the minute.
If I was Welshie, I'd get in now.
Good choice.
Done. You've made the mistake. Get it out of the way, and he has. Get it.
Slow her down
Welshie,
this time.
Stop.
Slow her down. Yeah, he's done that well. Just a little break at the end just to make sure.
So many bites at the cherry there. So Kelly should stay in front of Welshie right now, so he should gain him in that position as such. So Welshie, with that little mistake in the bus stop, has allowed Kelly to get through.
Do you know the problem for Kelly is that SLS right behind him of Dean. Dean's unlapping himself. Now, if they've got the pace, by the rules, they can unlap themselves. Now, that SLS, in its nature, should be quicker than Kelly. Dean can unlap himself here. Welshie's lost out to Mays Gamer. What a shame. But he's not lost out to Argent at the minute as DJ Phil comes in.
Yeah, so I'll be keeping an eye on Mays. The car doesn't seem as hooked up as it should be. I mean, he's doing 46s when he was doing 45s earlier on, and he's really squirrely. So Welshie still could be on for a podium here. He still could be, but he just needs to keep it clean and consistent all the way to the end.
He's got to go for it
He's
now.
probably got to jump him. He's probably been jumped by Smokey and KLF. KLF is gone, so he really has to keep it consistent.
He's
now.
gone, but he's only 12 seconds up the road. The interesting one for me is if Smoky Devil's going to keep doing these laps, can he pump in enough laps and pull ahead from Kelly to get the jump on him in the pits? Mays Gamer is going to start to put Kelly under pressure within the next couple of laps. Mays Gamer was over a second and a half quicker than Kelly, so it's not going to take him long to gain that 8 seconds. The other thing for Kelly is if Dean is still behind Kelly, Dean could unlap himself and really put him under some pressure. This has been a fight that's been brewing for a few laps, and Nicky's got back on the rear of that Lamborghini.
Yeah, but he can't seem to get past as he's in the tow. This is the fastest Renault's probably ever been. And I'm surprised it's not going to get past 88 miles an hour and then go back to the future. You know, it's starting to fly a little bit here.
What a film!
And,
nice quote there. Well done.
Thanks.
Yeah, that was good.
Oh, we lost a driver.
We have lost a driver. We've lost, don't know, mate. He's retired from the race a couple of laps too early, and will score no points for that second race.
Smokey's holding up Rabbit Joe a little bit here, and Kelly has gained a little bit of time.
He has gained a little bit of time. Just been noticing that one. He has gained a bit of time here, and is continuing to go on his way. Argent's gaining on Welshie here then as well. So this is a good fight. Argent's going to look to the outside, and I tell you what, big slide there as he hit the brakes.
Yeah, definitely so. Welshie really starting to struggle a little bit here. I think he's not quite got the pace as the rest of them.
If you were Smokey, would you just let Rabbit Joe go and try and gain the pace, use his slipstream to pull away from Kelly a little bit more, try and get the jump on him in the pits?
I think he's probably hoping that Rabbit makes a mistake. He's trying to push him possibly to make an error. So when he does make that error, he can pit and get benefit from it. Because at the minute, he's just got a net second at this precise moment. So there's nothing more he can do.
No, no, I see that one. Maze Gamer then at 45.8, so he's back on the paces. Joe forces Smokey wide, and Smokey now tucks back in behind. Does Smokey Devil think of pitting this time around as we've lost? Don't know, mate. Then there he is, disconnected. So he loses out on a few laps to score some points needed to get himself to lap 13 to score a point or two in this one, but has struggled tonight as Don't Know, mate. He'll be back at Oschersleben where the Audi could be better.
Better?
Better is the word. Nobody seemed to enjoy the Audi this season, have they?
Only one man has ever enjoyed the Audi, and that's Jamie Brady. Yeah. As Argent goes down the inside of Welshie, and I think Welshie gives him a flash to say, mate, I'm not going to fight you too hard, just get the position.
Yeah, and job done from Argent. Welshie now will try and stick with Argent as much as he can as these two look to gain on Maze Gamer and on Kelly. They're 12 seconds behind Kelly on lap 13, or lap 12 these guys are still on, of 17. Kelly being caught by Maze Gamer though, and it was 2 and a bit seconds last lap.
Yeah, he's snapping 2 seconds a lap fast than Kelly. Kelly's been consistent in the 48.9s, but Maze is lapping quicker. What's he done? 47.7, so he's not that much faster.
1.2 on the last lap, but you look at Argent, look. Alright, 47 dead, 1.9 faster.
He was overtaking Welshie at the same time. Yeah, he was
overtaking Welshie, and Welshie was still a good half a second quicker than Kelly as well. So it just shows the pace of that Renault and how well that Kelly is doing to keep it in third place at the moment. But it is technically a net second. But can Smokey Devil gain that time back to pull away? Can he stick with Joe and gain time over Kelly on the pit stop? He's got technically till lap 16 to pit because there's no rule in the Pro which the pit stop with the pit window closes. So he's got plenty of time here to still pit.
Yeah, and maybe is he just using Rabbit Joe as a tow? He's just using him to gain in little bits of section where he knows he can gain time on the Renault. He probably hasn't got the pace on the Renault in the infield, but once he gets on the back of Joe, he then escalates that out.
Yeah.
And maybe he's not damaged. Maybe he's still adjusting to the damage. We know he hasn't got any front lights.
Yeah,
so he probably has got damage as well. So maybe he's thinking, if I can hold this out for as long as I possibly can, don't repair the damage and come out, he should hopefully make enough time.
Yeah, that's potentially the case then. We'll have to keep our eyes on that and see what he does do then as he goes through on to lap 14 here. And he's done his best lap of the race, look, at 46.9. So great pace from the two out front, at least 2 seconds quicker than KLF.
Well, a little fight here between Dean and Ugbar, but Dean looks like he's lost out to Ugbar. Nicky and stuff still having a little ding-dong.
Dean's been behind Ugbar for a while now, so I'm not sure why Dean's been behind him since Ugbar pitted. As that's Argent coming through to lap, so Dean actually could gain 11th place here. The Ginetta struggling in this second race. Got a good 6th place in the first one as Argent laps the pair of them then. Oh, he's not got past Ugbar just yet. But Smokey Devil has just opened up a bit of a gap over Kelly to 21 seconds now over KLF. And that's enough to just, get them that bit of time over Kelly to make sure Kelly doesn't get the jump on him in the pit lane. When would you bring it in if you're Smokey? Do you give yourself time at the end to fight or what?
Well, at this rate, he's lapping much faster than Kelly, and he knows this. He's got the pace, so you might as well stay out. You might as well push it as far as you possibly can. He's using Joe as a reference point, so he can kind of stick with him. So maybe that's what he's using. If it was me and I was in Smokey's position, I'd be extending the stint as long as I possibly can. The only thing that's going to benefit him at this minute is if he pits now, he's going to end up in this fight between Maze and Kelly. So maybe if he's fighting with Maze, he can jump the pair of them by going longer.
Yeah, possibly.
These two will have to fight.
Yeah, I see your point. Maze 2.5 seconds behind Kelly, and that could be the difference next lap, depending on what Maze does this lap. You see Kelly there, just in front of that gap, coming down to Maze to 2.3 now as Smokey then comes in at the end of lap 14, and he's going to give himself a few laps to get the job done. Does he repair his damage?
This is going to be very tight. No, he stays out.
Good stop. Good stop. I think he's jumped Kelly.
Well, we hope so. He's midpoint of the pit lane, and Kelly's now coming through. Mays had a little bit of a squirrely moment there. Kelly's going around the corner. I don't know.
Yeah.
Kelly's jumped in.
No, he has jumped in. No, you're right. Sorry, apologies about that. I was wrong. Mays has got him as well, but Smokey's given himself a couple of laps to attack Kelly here, while Mays will be attacking Kelly as well. Oh, God.
Kelly
it could happen.
On the podium. Kelly's on the podium. The only thing that's going to stop this now is Mays and Smokey. You better make sure it's nice and warm at Donington Park, Mac, or else you're going to be running naked down.
It's only on the campsite. I didn't say the track, just the campsite. Yeah.
If Kelly gets a race win, that means Matt has to do it on the racetrack.
I think I'd get thrown out if I did it on the racetrack.
What year was that in F1 where Silverstone, where a naked guy ran across the track?
Yeah, I can't remember that. I'm sure if Jamie's still watching, Jamie will remember that one then. But here comes Mays to attack
I want to say
KLF.
2005.
Early 2000s, I'd have said. 1.3 is the gap, Kelly to Mays. Mays will start to feel a bit of slipstream. Smokey Devil, 2 seconds back from Mays, so he's going to get nothing, but will have a pull on Mays, on Kelly, on this straight. Rabbit Joe leads on lap 15 of 17 here, and what a job this could be. What Kelly won't want is a hard fight with Mace Gamer to score that podium. He will not want a hard fight at all.
Well, no, but we know what Kelly's like. He wants to gain every single point he possibly can. If he's got a second place here at Daytona, that's big points leaving here, considering that this isn't a Renault circuit, you know. He'll then go to a circuit like Oschersleben, where we think the Renault is going to be strong. We're not 100%
just to say, Mace is going to absolutely fly past this Renault.
And Kelly squeezes in, but that's it. That's all the Renault has.
It's just not enough, is it? Smokey Devil, then a couple of seconds behind KLF. What can KLF do now? Does he think... Look at the gap already created between the Merc and the Renault. It's ridiculous as Mays again goes really very deep at turn 1. Now, does he still have a bit of damage to that car? I mean, it's still obviously got the benefit in a straight line. But Smokey Devil, 2 seconds off the back of Maze Gamer now. He's going to be looking interested in a minute. And if Maze Gamer thinks of sending one on Kelly somewhere, a bit of a ding-dong. And all of a sudden, Argent's knocking on the door in P5.
Yeah, definitely so. Maze is just all over the back of Kelly right now, looking to make a move anywhere he possibly can, but he's unable to do so now, here, but he will have to grunt.
The only thing that will stop me running around the campsite is if my back's playing up.
Oh, no, you've already said it, mate.
No, yeah,
I'll put you in a wheelchair. I'll put you in a wheelchair and run you down naked.
Yeah. Here comes Maze Gamer then, down towards the oval. 2.8, Smokey Devil still behind. He's still got a couple of laps to go. Maze, a bit squirrely. Onto the oval there, but he's kept it all together. And here he comes on Kelly. This will be done before the bus stop. Kelly stays high. He knows that Maze Gamer is just going to fly past. Look at the gap already generated. Now, 3.1 to Smokey Devil. 1 and a bit lap to go. But Smokey Devil bringing that time down all this time here. I don't think Smokey Devil's got enough time. 2.7 as they come into the bus stop chicane. Maze again not looking very confident through there, but should have a big enough gap this time around. Smokey Devil has brought the gap down to 2.4 and will be even closer as they get towards turn 1. Excuse me.
Bit of a what Kelly's doing right now. Tell me about it. I've got an ulcer on my tongue. What's going to help Kelly right now is the fact that Maze is he's basically giving Kelly a tow. So any gain that Smokey can get from the back straight, Kelly's kind of eliminating with the tow. So
Kelly still lost a second and 1.2 to Smokey Devil that last lap. But
he's not losing that much time. It's the last lap. He should do enough, really.
Where's Rabbit Joe? He's at the bus stop. Is he? No, he's there. Sorry, wrong white dot. Rabbit Joe's there. Smokey Devil then 1.6.
It's going to be very tight between Kelly and Smokey towards the end, but Rabbit Joe is on his way.
Dominant victory.
Like I said, I did say this was going to be his race to lose.
Dominant victory. And he's learned from Red Bull Ring last week, hasn't he, where he made that mistake and gave Mace Gamer the win. This will be his first win of the season as well for Rabbit Joe. His first win since season 2. And what a dominant victory. I don't think we've seen as dominant a victory in this. I say that, but then you look at Nicky and Kelly at Donington. That was 1-2-1. Has Maze dominated anything as good as this? Yeah, Indianapolis. But Joe here has absolutely dominated this, and it's been an absolute joy for Joe. He'll be absolutely loving this one then. The battle's in the background though, but we'll see Joe across the line. As he's flashing the lights, it's going to be a win for Rabbit Joe. It's going to be a first place for him. What a job for Rabbit Joe. Maze Gamer, Kelly, Smoky Devil, right there, 7/10 of a second. Can Smoky Devil get that job done? 6/10 of a second, half a second. Here comes the Merc. 4/10, 3/10, 2/10, under a tenth. Kelly squeezing him. Oh, that's a bit naughty from Kelly. That's very naughty from Kelly. And he's into the wall. And
that
has Kelly
something else?
That, well, Maze Gamer comes across for a P2, but Kelly there pushing Smoky Devil into the wall.
Argent with 5th place. Nicky's going to come home for a 6th place position. We have a car off at the bus stop. Who's that? I'm not sure who that is. That's Self-Sloth.
Is he out to fuel?
He is.
Wow.
So Nicky come home in 6th place. Welshie's going to come home in 7th. Driver of the day for me has to be Welshie. 8th is coming home of Smithy. Another solid drive from him. Self-Sloth would have been 9th, but DJ Phil, I think, will get him. Dean has already crossed the line, so Self-Sloth will finish in that position.
Where is DJ Phil?
DJ Phil will
come
to the bus stop.
Yeah.
So, DJ Phil with a little bit of a wiggle there. As Smithy crosses the line, and here comes DJ Phil to pick up that 9th place position.
Yep, so 9th place for him. Dean was Socky in 11th place and Ukbar in P12. Not the Knights for them two that they'd have wanted at all. Smithy in 8th place, so a good result for Smithy in the end, picking up an extra couple of points from Ukbar down in 12th. Not what he'd have wanted to get. But then, Kelly in trouble. That's the talking point. Rabbit Joe, though, what a dominant victory. We wait for the fastest lap. But Dan, that was, that was an interesting one from Kelly.
Yeah, do you know what that reminds me of, Matt?
You and Keegs last season?
Yep.
You'll have to get Kelly and Joe in for a chat, and hopefully Mace comes in as well. But I'm not running until the stewards have investigated that one.
Well, stewards better hurry up because we've only got a couple of days left.
Yeah, I'm not running till the stewards have investigated that. That was caught on stream as well. So, stewards, yeah, keep an eye out. Fastest lap of the race. 45.5 for Maze Gamer. Is the fastest lap, so Maze Gamer then will take the extra point. And the championship discussion is going to look a little bit like this. Before the drop scores, obviously, we'll calculate them out later on tonight. But at the minute, the drop score, the constructors table, forever forward, 56 points clear of Team Pro Laps with Team Pro Lassie. Still in that 3rd place, and DJ Motorsport, MC Motorsport, A3D Printing cannot catch them at the moment. The Drivers' Championship, though, is Maze Gamer, 69 points clear of Argent. The thing is, though, Argent still got double points to take. Rabbit Joe in 3rd, gaining on his teammate, with Nicky staying in 4th. In contention of them two as well, the two Mercedes-Benz of Argent and Rabbit Joe, so that one will be interesting as that one goes on. Kelly still in P5, Smoky Devil in P6, 3 points ahead of Welshie. Alfie in 8th, not losing out too much because Don't Know Mate is now tied with DJ Phil on 76. Self-Sloth is 2 points behind them. Ukbar is up to 12th on 57 points. Dean only on the 56. He's not had the best of times here as Smithy gains points on him, and Holty brings up the rear. But we have got Kelly in, who's finished in 3rd place, and we'll start with Kelly, who 3rd place, good running for the Renault in the end, but a bit naughty at the final sort of part of the oval.
Well, funny, I thought you might say that, Matt.
Say what I see, mate. Say what I see.
I moved once, my friend, just the once.
Yeah.
We'll leave it for the stewards, and I'm sure the stewards won't make a decision to Wellington next week. So surely, whatever the decision is made, the race result stands at this moment, and you, my boy, have got to get your kit off.
No, unfortunately.
No. Don't start, Matthew.
Pending a steward's inquiry, I reckon, for that one.
What a load of rubbish! I tell you what, those people on the still in the chat, still watching on YouTube, you vote. Do you think Matt should do what he said he should do? I said if I put it on the podium and the race result stands at this moment, so you guys vote.
Well, anyway, back to your race, because that was a great performance for P3.
What can I say? Got lucky with the pit stop. Really fast pit stop, 1.9 seconds. Just, you know what I mean? Did my old thing and just kept it on track and didn't make any mistakes, you know?
And that was the main thing, wasn't it, for this one? To get yourself in a good position where you could have a good pit stop and get yourself in a situation to pull away and to give yourself this opportunity, because you knew the Renault was lacking tonight.
Oh, absolutely, and I knew that we weren't going to have a strong night, and I do feel that both me and Nicky had a really strong run, considering, that we've probably got the slowest car in the straight line. I think we've done all right with it, to be fair.
Dan, Joe's just putting a chat, can you have an invite to the party?
Yeah, I'm trying. His settings won't allow me to join the party. So.
Right, okay, I'll try as well. Yeah, like you say, very good results for yourself and Nicky. A 6th place for Nicky, and I think he got a 5th or 6th in race 1 as well. Is that due to other people's mistakes as well as your consistency?
Oh, God, yes.
Because that Renault really had nothing tonight.
No, I mean, Mays came up behind me and went past me like he had 100 horsepower more. Do you know what I mean? Just past me like I was standing still. In race 1, where I was in a good position, Argent went round me and Welshie like we were both stood still. The Renault had nothing in a straight line. It was wringing the neck of it every single lap and trying to make the best we could in the infield, really.
Yeah. Good night for yourselves. All the points that you'll be proud on. We move to Oschersleben next week, a track that the Renault, we reckon, should be quite good on.
I do hope so, yeah. I'm looking forward to it. The tail end of this season is what I've been looking forward to. Algar, Sakito, Oschersleben, Zolder, all those tracks I'm really looking forward to. It's going to be a prolapse end to the season, I feel.
Do you think the back end of this calendar puts you in a position where you can challenge Forever Forward Racing now for that Constructors title and maybe for the odd promotion spot?
I don't honestly know, Matt, but I think me and Nicky are driving well. I think Mays is going to win this one. He's very quick. Joe, we know, is ex-pro and is hugely quick. And Argent has found something extra. Do you know what I mean? He's definitely upped his game this season, so it's going to be hard to knock these guys off the top. But hey, we've got some more suited Renault kind of tracks coming up, so we want to take it to them. We want that battle. So with a bit of luck, we'll make a show of it at least.
Well, best luck, mate. We look forward to seeing you next week.
Thank you.
May's 2nd place, but it wasn't an easy one for you in that one. A few incidents early doors.
Yeah, I have no idea if what happened in the first crash. I will need to check the replay to see what happened, but I have no idea what happened. So I just try to minimize the damage.
You good comeback drive though. Did you repair the damage in the pits? Because it looked like you had a fair bit.
Yeah, I had the mechanical.
We'll get back to Maze Gamer in just a moment then. We'll go to Rabbit Joe for the time being. Joe, your first win of the season, your first since season 2. That was a dominant victory.
Yeah, it was long awaited, I feel, but first race really disappointed myself, and I thought it would be a dry race, not realising the race was at 11 o'clock. But I'm really happy my first win was at Daytona, as seen as my lifetime practice on this track is over 50 hours, including the 16 hours of 24-hour race I did.
You looked good in that one. It was a very dominant lights to flag victory, really. You got past Kelly at the start. That Renault was no problem. Did you look back after that?
I pitted so that I had someone to race against, just to provide that little bit of entertainment to the race. But I just kept it steady, didn't push, as I knew I had the pace over the people that were directly behind me, and just wanted to secure the win.
Yeah. Well done tonight, mate. That marks your where are you? That marks your, I think, third win of the SimPlay career so far.
Yeah.
Third win of your SimPlay career, yeah. And that's a nice way to do it. Since, like I say, since season 2. To be back on the top step, it's a nice one. You've been close this season, haven't you? What Oschersleben next week? How much do you know about it? What can you do around it?
I don't think I've ever heard of the track before, so plenty of practice is going to be needed.
A lot of practice
Well,
for you, buddy. A lot of
That's good news.
Yeah. I usually push in quite a lot of practice, so it should be alright, I think.
Well, we wish you the best of luck. Dan, final thoughts from yourself tonight?
Well, once again, Daytona has delivered. It always has and always will. A bit unlucky for Welshie in the first race. I really genuinely thought he was going to get on the podium, but his penalty stopped him from doing so. Joe, race 2 did deliver. Mays delivered in race 1. If my driver of the day would have to go to anyone, it would probably be Welshie. I thought he was definitely the best of the rest. Just a bit unlucky with scenarios, in my opinion. But it was nice to see Welshie fighting up front. And looking forward to seeing what my Porsche can do around this circuit.
Yeah, very interesting. I'll have to agree as well for Welshie for driver of the day. He looked very quick tonight. What a shame. Also, honourable mention to Dino as well. And Smithy again. Smithy looks like he's getting better in that Porsche, and we cannot wait to see what happens next week at Oschersleben. It could be an exciting race. Daytona always entertains, and it will continue to entertain as we roll into tomorrow night. And we're rolling out the sleigh and the reindeers as we go to Daytona for the Pro Series, where can Dan make a mockery of the 2 times Pro champion Gary. I think the entire field will make a mockery of that Renault tomorrow night.
I think I've got more problems with the 2 BMWs hassling me, but nonetheless, it will give it a good go. Me and Biggs will try our best.
We will join you back live 8 PM tomorrow night then for that one. Weekend break for a lot of us at Donington Park. If you are there, cannot wait to meet you all, and you know what a weekend that's going to be. We're back live for the finale of the Clio Cup on Monday night. Obviously, we didn't run it last Monday, just gone. There was a lot of problems with servers and things across a lot of platforms, so we chose to not run it and ruin the championship battle between Dan and Falga. So we will be back on that Monday night for that finale at Branch GP. Make sure you tune in for that one. Sweet and sticky in your box tomorrow night. Yeah. Take care. Good night.
Good night.
Did you like my Christmas references, Dan?
No.
Yes.
Right. Let's find out what this silly bitch wants.
This bitch wants.
Silly bitch? What silly bitch?
That India text Dan just before the race.